Hopefully
Just
we
waiting.
get to Salah's awkward. So we're online. Sorry, everyone's chatting because I was slow. Wow, you were about to talk about Sonic Crossworld, so might as well immediately get starting on that. The big new exciting thing. Salah, what were you
Fair
saying
enough.
about Crossworlds?
Well, I was saying that like there's a shocking amount of dialogue in the game with like all of the rival dialogue, every character having interactions with every other character. That's a lot to work with. So it makes sense that the voice direction feels a little rushed. And why is my cat freaking the fuck out? Anyway, there's what is my cat doing? Cat, stop that!
We don't know.
The cat does not want you to talk about Crossworlds. We're gonna get sued by
I
Sega
get-
for spoilers. He's trying to save
Yeah.
us. It's a good kid.
So yeah, but anyway, yeah, voice direction inconsistent, not stellar, but the game itself is very fun. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. There's the gadget system. I think is very clever and a very good addition to a kart racer. It's probably the only thing in this game though that I would say puts it above Crash Team Racing.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, I'm not saying this game is better than Crash Team Racing. I am
Quite the
saying
opposite.
that Crash Team Racing could benefit from the gadget system. I think it's a
Yeah.
really cool idea that you can kind of like tailor your racing experience through like a system that can allow you to have like more often defensive items, which would be really cool in something like Crash Team Racing.
yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I'll give Crossworlds credit. The decal stuff, like, yeah, it definitely has a lot more customizable than the ones in CTR Nitro Fueled. But like, even so, the game still has a lot for me to try and win me over to say, oh, it's better than Nitro Fueled, blah blah blah. And I think it's mostly because of the character roster. Because honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of getting really tired of just them shoving in random crossover characters. I mean, like, come on, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. He has 30 plus years of history in terms of the games. I think you have more than enough characters to choose from in the past.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they want to get more kids to play, so here's SpongeBob, everyone.
I can imagine
And
so many.
Minecraft Steve.
I can imagine so many Batman fans being so confused when hear like, "Oh, Joker's gonna be in the game," so they get it and they're like, "Who's this guy?"
Where's Joker?
Well, at least,
That's
well, at least one thing that was kind of neat was that whole announcement of having Pac-Man and the Ghost showing up as playable characters. So, yeah, that is funny. So, Crossworld comes out like the 25th of September, and Pac-Man World 2 Repack comes out the next day. So, apparently, there was some kind of cross promotion going on during that time. So, yeah, that'll be neat to see. Of course, obviously, it's not the first time they've done a Sonic and Pac-Man crossover, but yeah.
But it is kind of weird that the
Yeah.
Pac-Man won't be coming to Crossworlds until sometime next year, so
Oh, I
feels
did
like a
not know
weird
that.
cross promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, posting it way too late there, but well, way too early. But yeah,
Also, technically, the ghosts are the first characters we saw that have alternate skins in this game, as they are all just alternate skins of the same character.
oh yeah,
And the second one we see is of Sage, whose default is Blue Sage from Frontiers, but she will have a black and red alternate skin. So, it makes me wonder if, say, the Werehog or the Prime characters are all just going to be skins as well.
yeah. I imagine there were gonna be skins because, like, oh, it's based on Tails, based on Knuckles. But of course, to get in the actual voice actors, yeah, probably not, because at this point they've already shown that they've blown their budget off on whatever, and they can't be bothered to get any of the cross promotion characters to have their voices and doing stuff. Yeah.
Well, for one thing, I guess Werehog is not a skin; it's his own character. But also, Izuka has already like confirmed that the main reason that they can't have at least rival interactions with the cross promotion characters is because of licensing issues and stuff. But it's still weird that they're just going to be silent, supposedly.
Yep, so we're getting we're getting another Lego Dimensions, or back when Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl first came out, and how none of the characters had voice actors. That was originally. They did patch in voices later, but still.
So sadly, we can't have Shadow smack talking SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As wonderful as that be.
Pointless in a way, really. Like, because if you can't afford to get like the voice, like cast to actually interact, then why even include them? Because that's kind of like the whole funny moment of the whole thing. It's like just seeing SpongeBob like talking dirty towards Shadow.
Yeah, well, I guess that's just
But in
the
his own
consequence.
way.
Yeah,
Just
well, I
his
guess
own
that's...
shit. But yeah. So
Yeah. But yeah, I was just about to say, I guess that's just the consequences of the current brand era of Sonic that we live in, where they just shove Sonic into anything.
yeah. But of course, a lot of people seem to be having fun with the car customizations.
Oh yeah, because the open network beta test thingy that's out now.
Yeah.
I've already been seeing people like already hacking into the game and just shoving in mods. It's like, holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
When I
Leave it
say
to the
Sonic modders are fast, I didn't think they'd be that fast of a game that hasn't been officially released yet.
Yeah, leave it to Sonic fans to mod a game that's not even out yet.
Gotta go fast.
Uh,
No, correction. Gotta mod fast.
Indeed.
But yeah, it makes sense they have a lot more lines of dialogue since they don't have cutscenes anymore. So I guess now they can put more effort into that. Since it doesn't seem to be a story mode. Thank goodness. Or too bad now. It's going to be making much more harder for me to make parodies of it.
Yeah.
True.
Well, hey, that's one advantage CTR has over this game. There's actually a story mode, even if it's goofy. Which, yeah, funny enough, that was apparently the reason why they had the whole, like, oh, an alien comes down and challenges them. That was more or less originally Naughty Dog's way of, like, okay, we'll just kill the series off. No one's going to take this game seriously with aliens now. But then suddenly they were proven wrong once the game came out.
Yep.
Like, no.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shame there won't be a story in this one. At least for Roger. Because, I mean, at least with Team Sonic Racing, he had something to work with. But with this one, probably not so much. Unless he's just a running gag where all the Sonic characters are basically bashing on the, special characters for, like, being mute. And they just, like, look, they're just smiling away awkwardly as they just try to keep, like, winding them up, but yet nothing's happening. And they just get more and more angry as they try to, like get a reaction from them, but nothing. They just mute and just stare blankly into their souls.
I mean, I think Roger should do it like how he used to do with his very old animation, just putting any kind of characters in there as they're not in the game, like Mr. Bean or Mr.
That
Bobby
could be
or
an
something.
idea. I mean, it's called Crossworld, so, go crazy.
Put the Smurfs in
with
there.
crossovers. Yeah, put the bring back
Yeah,
the
the
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Yeah.
That is a great idea. It is parodying their own randomness of characters they're throwing in, so might as well, yeah.
Yeah, so we got, like Steve, and we got Shantae, and we got, Mussolini or whatever. Some other
President
random
Trump.
shit.
Yeah, Trump.
My favorite Sonic Racing Crossworlds characters, Bush and Blair.
It's Trump and Starmer now.
Oh, man, if Bush and Blair were in it, then yeah, obviously Blair would be the car, and Bush would just be driving him.
It's true.
You can have Elon Musk on a hoverboard and he crashes.
Oh, of course, yeah. Might have to have.
Now, to have
Yeah.
him be flying a rocket, but it just won't go along the course. It'll just go straight up.
Or he'd be in his
probably
Tesla
explode.
car that catches fire.
Or maybe like have Erasmus in there, driving like some random thing there. I'm going to win this race so that the Chinese mafia don't get my other finger.
Political joke.
Well, that's more of a TF2 joke, but yeah.
Fair enough.
You can even have Postman Pat and Noddy in there.
Who? Naughty?
Oh yeah.
A Postman Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, Postman Pat, yeah, or Fireman Sam, yeah.
His evil robot
Possibilities are endless.
I'm guessing the other character you said was Naughty from the Naughty Shop.
Yes, because he was a classic Enid Blyton British children's character.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that show as a kid, which is really weird.
Yeah, I think the show was brought over to America. Like, I think it was part of Shining Time Station or something. But yeah, I do remember seeing it. In the
Yeah, I
US.
remember the Noddy show as well, but those live action sequences were in the versions we had in UK.
Ah.
The only thing I remember from that show was there was like some like I don't want to say cutaway gags, like in between scenes where they just do like a quick gag between skits or whatever. And there was just this one where the penguins inside the cuckoo clock just go dum da dum dum wham. That is the only thing I remember from that show. It is lodged in my head forever.
I most remember these tiny little goblins just screwing around on the shelves.
Oh yeah, those jerks. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of crossover, so apparently you can create your own because someone made like the Incredible Scar in mods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recall someone having a go at trying to make Bumblebee from Transformers, but they couldn't get a Volkswagen, so they just spruced up like I think one of Amy's cars.
Oh yeah, I think I saw someone use the Motorbug car, and they added some color and decals. It's like, there, it's Herbie the Love Bug from the Disney films.
Man, it reminds me of a game I had on the PlayStation 3, Mod Nation Racers, where also so customized. You could customize the cars and characters so much. I also saw people create everything, even like Sally Acorn and Nicole the Links and all that, Mega Man Legends, and every car, the A-Team truck, the Ghostbusters car. Man, you could just pretty much create everything in their art style. That's pretty awesome.
All I did was just made Eggman drive a big red bulldozer.
Funny, because I made Cream drive a big yellow bulldozer. I thought that was hilarious.
Let's see. Oh yeah, then back to the whole story bit for this game, or lack thereof. It's like, well, considering the fact that the story in Team Sonic Racing was such a bore fest, I think it's probably a blessing that Crossworlds doesn't really have a story, at least as of right now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, and that's always my thought on it. It's like, if you're not going to put effort into it, might as well just not at all.
Yeah.
And Sonic Team hasn't put effort into storytelling since, like, what, Sonic Unleashed, so might as well keep it out,
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
I did experience one hilarious moment when I was playing the network test. As I was racing, there was this like green icon thing, and then you got the guy saying it's frenzy time, and then suddenly I got a connection error. I was like, oh, so that's what frenzy time does.
Yeah, the ultimate item to crash the game.
So it's the equivalent of Don Pass saying it's frenzy time, and he goes around the house and kicks your router.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Almost as bad as Sleeting Dingo destroying your shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their special move in the game. They go around destroying shells.
Oh man, Sleeping Dingo would be amazing in this game.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just use Dingo to transform into a car and Sleek can drive it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But of course it won't happen because Sega has a hate boner for official Sonic media from like the 90s and whatever. Yeah. Oh, because it's not on brand or whatever shit. Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, I'm sure at least later on, like there'll be at least a car that you can use to make orange, and they'll just give him like eye decals, and maybe if you're lucky, they'll have like an Eggman like sunglasses and just paint them purple, and there you go. We got a Dingo car.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I have seen someone make a Dreamcast themed hoverboard, I think.
Oh, cool.
Ah. Yeah, Dreamcast hoverboard. Oh, is that a reference to ages from Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed?
I at least hope
That would
someone
be-
can make the Hornet from Daytona. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm posting a picture of it in the live chat.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Does
sure if we
feel
talked about the.
Feels like a Dreamcast if it was made today. Just all
Very,
smooth.
Elon Musk-esque Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Oh well, I see. I get the idea.
Mhm.
And it does really have that vibe of like Space Channel 5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Can't wait to see what kind of crazy stuff they're making.
I'll quickly give credit to Corn Art on Twitter. It's Corn with a K. He's the one who made this.
Alrighty.
That type of
Yeah.
porn.
Yeah, the band.
Very
But yeah.
cool. But yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys
look
have all
forward.
been playing this game. Of
Yes.
course, not
Yes.
cracking it. We're all nice and keep it legally, so we just do it at the line.
Absolutely.
And not an
Yeah,
I mean,
I will never play the game early. What?
I mean, I haven't played the game. I'm just waiting for until it's closer to its release, and then I'll pre-order it. But then again, I feel like most of my time is going to be spent on Pac-Man World 2 Repack, because I recently saw some gameplay footage at an expo. It's like, oh, it's so cool. It feels familiar yet like different at the same time, and especially the bosses. They're definitely going all out with redesigning the bosses. So that'll be fun. But yeah, getting Cross Worlds and Pac-Man World 2 Repack. My poor wallet.
Yeah, plenty of good games coming out. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, hey, on the plus side, at least Pac-Man World 2 Repack is a hell of a lot cheaper than Cross Worlds.
Do you want to
Melty,
continue
I
on?
feel like I feel like I should point out, in case you weren't aware, that you don't have to pre-order Cross Worlds to play the open network test.
No, I'm
It's
talking
free?
about... Yeah, I know the open network's free. I'm just saying pre-order it so I can get the Werehog skin, which is the only way to get that thing.
Okay.
Shows
Well,
how
like-
shows which character Melty really cares about getting.
Hey, it's like,
True.
sure, the
Oh, like-
Werehog's a neat touch and all, but even then, it's like I said, CTR Nitro just did it better because they really embraced the franchise's history, and even bringing back really obscure characters, like Yaga Panda and Rillaroo. And I'm just not seeing that with Cross Worlds yet. Like I said before, the franchise has 30 plus years of history. There's plenty of options to choose from, and like not just the games, but like other official Sonic media as well. And yeah, I'm just not seeing that right now. So yeah, it still has a lot to prove to me before I can officially say, yes, Cross Worlds is better than Nitro Fueled.
Yeah, but they already announced that there's a lot of new Sonic characters coming later in DLC, including your favorite Sonic Prime characters. Aren't you excited about that? It's Sonic, but with a silly hat. And Knuckles, but with a pirate hat. All of your favorite
That's still
characters.
modern. That's still modern stuff. I'm talking about really obscure stuff,
I know.
like Shara
Yeah.
or Marine or hell, like any of the Shogakukan Sonic mangas. Because I mean, technically, that's where Amy and Charmy originated from.
I'm with you,
Oh.
man. I'm with you. We'll see what happens. At
I
least
mean,
they'll-
Shara is actually mentioned in this game, so that's.
Oh
something.
yeah, mentioned but not never shown. Typical
Yeah.
Sega's tell don't show bullshit.
And at least they have a racetrack based on the game. That's already more than we got before.
Two of them actually. There's
Yeah,
two
so-
tracks based off of Secret Rings.
I really like the track selection. After Team Sonic Racing was so disappointing and how generic and boring their choices are, they're a lot more daring this time, which I really appreciate. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like someone slapped, like, the creative team is like, oi, remember these games? Slap again. Remember these games? Slap again. Remember these games? Use them.
Yeah, fucking use them, Sega.
Yeah, I certainly was not expecting a track based off of Sonic Rush. So
yes.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the Water Palace thing. It's like,
Water Palace.
Yep, yeah, I think that's what I heard. It's like, yeah, good news, we're bringing back Water Palace. Yay! Bad news is we can't use the music. Fuck you.
Yeah, weird, huh? But then
Yeah.
again, they rarely use the music from the original tracks.
Yeah, well, that's because Sega's just really bad at keeping a hold of copyrighted music tracks. It's just, only the adventure games and none of the Genesis games because they gotta pay royalties because they're just
Yeah.
bad at handling their own copyright
But
system.
Sonic Rush music did show up in Sonic Generations 3DS, so it couldn't be that expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
I
no,
can't
it
imagine
was
the 3DS
originally-
game out of all of them
Yeah.
spending the extra money for
Yes.
back to back.
Because, I mean, they were originally on the, original Sonic Generations game, but with the Sonic X Shadow Generations, those were removed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Huh.
no Rush in,
Yeah.
in there. So
Yeah,
that's
they all
like
got
a
replaced by
disappointment.
different tracks and the
Oh, I
remastered
didn't even know
version.
that. How bad of me. But yeah, so I guess they do have copyright problems. Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, at least
Yeah.
Roger feels a bit more appropriately dressed upon hearing that news. He's just like,
Yeah.
no, my beloved Sonic Rush music. What will I listen to now?
When they can no longer use Sonic Rush music, you know that Sega's already blew through their budget with this game. Yeah, they just gotta. They're too busy and shoving in random crossovers because brand era Sonic.
Yeah.
And also, in my opinion, I think this game has probably the lamest opening song I've ever heard. I mean, the guy just sounds. I mean, the rap parts are good, but the guy's just like, Sonic, Shadow are doing racing and stuff, la la la. It's like he's making the lyrics up as he goes along.
I admit I'm not impressed by the music so far. Yeah.
Oh, and yet you got the final lap song. It's like, it's the final lap, yeah, yeah, final lap, yeah, yeah.
Don't jingle.
Well, look, cheesy lyrics is the least of Sonic's problems. In fact, most of his best songs have stupid lyrics. Like, as long as the melody is energetic and memorable, and
that was the problem. It hardly had any energy in the opening song.
That's the real problem. Yes, the lack of energy. Agreed.
It starts with Shadow is really fast, la la la.
Yeah, Shadow is really fast, and Cream is a kid in a car, and Big is just there, and
pretty much it. Yeah.
I mean, sure, at least say what you will about with Team Sonic Racing, at least they had Crush 40 to do the opening tune for that. To get you pumped up to play it. Yep. This one's like, mellow time.
Stoner time.
Yeah.
And that was really exciting because like Crush 40 hadn't released an original Sonic song since like 2009 or since Night of the Wind. Yeah. Or I guess, like, there was a lot of Crush 40 songs in Black Knight, actually, but, like...
Yeah. Unless you count, like, their rendition of Sonic CD, but that was a concert-exclusive thing, and never used in Sonic Generations, which they really should have, especially for the final boss.
Yeah.
But they did have Sonic Boom in Sonic Generations. So, like... But, like I said, that's just a cover. It's not an original Crush 40 song.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. They did a cover of Sonic Boom, but it wasn't in the actual game.
Yeah, it was.
Like, no, I don't remember seeing that in... Are you talking about the original or the remastered version of Generations?
The original.
Like, really? I don't remember them featuring that, because if that was the case, I sure as hell would have used that as the final boss music, but no, it was never in there.
Is it actually used in the main game, or is it like an unlockable song you have to select out of the menu when you unlock it?
I've 100% of the original Generations, and it's nowhere to be seen, unless you're thinking of like the original Sonic Boom track. Yeah.
Alright. I'm not sure.
Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that wasn't in Generations. Like, at least the Crush 40 version, that was definitely not in Generations.
Alright, I wouldn't know. Anyway, you saw the animation of Sonic Crossworlds Racing?
Funny thing about the animation, it seems to make the game more exciting than it actually is.
Well, that's animation.
I mean, you have like cool explosions and cars flipping around, and then you play the game, it's just like, just simply driving around, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the animation, and well, it's definitely 100% spectacle because it's just Shadow's in a race, and they're racing, the end.
Yeah.
It does show how unfair it is for the poor people on the airboards versus the cars, because man, Shadow in his cars is terrifying for those poor Babylon rogues.
I did like the beginning where like Shadow's designing his car. It's like he's designing his own version of the Batmobile.
Yeah. How fun. Shadow cares so much about his car. But yeah, I felt very sorry for the Babylon rogues seeing the cars driving by. It's like driving your bicycle on a highway. Like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die.
No, cars, my only weakness.
I gotta love that they have Tails and Amy die again. I feel like in every single one they have like an animation of the Sonic Racing. You always have Amy or Tails like die horrifically. I guess they really hate those two for some reason. Like,
I can imagine
on the race, like, get rid of them immediately. Fuck them.
Yeah, I can imagine like Shadow having like gadgets that would make even James Bond blush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, poor Amy and Tails getting beaten up. Maybe this was done more as a response because of all the hate that Amy's been getting for this game.
I guess so. Well,
because people are complaining that recently I saw someone complaining that Amy's dialogue for Cross Worlds, and now they're saying like, oh, Amy is too Marge Simpson now. Yeah.
With a gravelly voice.
No, they just well, it's more of no, it's just more of the like let's all play fair and play nice, blah blah blah. All right, now play friendly.
She's the heart of the group, so there's her personality now, I suppose. There you go. I guess nobody knows what to do with Amy anymore.
Yeah, nobody understands Amy Rose.
Including fans, including the writers, including anyone.
Especially the mentally insane Son Amy shippers that are just blinded by ships. Like that one Twitter asshole.
Yeah, me.
No, I was referring to someone else that has the name Son Amy in their name.
But like that's the problem with Amy is that like that's all Sega used her for so many years was, oh, she has a crush on Sonic, that's her entire character. And then suddenly they're like, oh, we can't have romance, so she can't have a crush on Sonic. And Ian Flynn's like, I've got an idea. What if she was just friendly to everyone? And now that's her entire character.
And that's the Sonic Twitter pissed off from that statement, especially with the whole, especially that whole podcast they did when he talked about it, that people love to bring up just to demonize him.
Which,
I've also just realised that
hero.
what they've done to Amy is pretty much what they did to Janine in the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, right, yeah. It's a shame. She was like sassier in the movie, yeah.
Who else?
Right, anything else?
Well, just Sylvia pointing out, like, it would be funny if they switched Shadow with Cream, as in Cream having the same serious face and Epic driving in the animation.
Yeah. Driving the Epic Batmobile, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I just imagine her just smiling the whole time as she just basically just drives over the Babylon rogues.
Yeah, her making that face like in one of the covers from Archie Sonic, where she's on a Shadow's motorcycle, just making that badass face. Yeah.
A couple of things I love about Cream in this game is how other characters respond to her, specifically Omega, who Omega is like trash talk central in this game, constantly belittling everybody and declaring that he's going to obliterate them on and off the track, all this stuff. But he is incredibly kind to Cream. He's just very supportive of her, even to the point that if she hits him with an item, she'll ask him how was that, Mr. Omega? And he's like, good job, Cream.
Being supportive.
Yeah, I would say that's an Archie Sonic reference, but not quite. Because in Archie Sonic, he's actually a little more delicate to Cream. Unlike in the game where he supports Cream for being more violent. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of which, we still have yet to see any Omega and Blaze interactions. And if they don't throw in an Archie Sonic reference, I will riot.
So will I. I will join that riot immediately. I've made it very clear that is my favorite thing from the Archie canon is Omega's crush on Blaze.
Yeah. Blaze and Omega, OTP.
Yes. 100%.
Very well. So that was a lot of preamble. So, anyone having any thoughts on the new Bubsy 4D game, which looks better, is a better?
It exists.
Oh yeah, that's definitely another surprise. It's Bubsy's coming back again. So yeah, at least this time he's But yeah, at least this time it's hey, now he's wearing a suit, and hey, now he actually has a voice that doesn't sound annoying. So
and it's a 3D one.
Quite a lot of video.
Yeah, I knew better than Sonic. It's actually platforming. You have freedom. You aren't just brainlessly boosting forward on a linear path. You can actually move around. Amazing.
Oh yeah, and in typical Twitter fashion.
And it's typical in a furball.
Yeah, and as typical Twitter fashion, people are already calling out this game oh, this game is better than Sonic, despite the fact that it's... Oh yeah, this game is better than Sonic. The game's not out yet. Fuck you, it's still better than Sonic.
Its concept is better than what Sonic has been doing, I guess, is what they mean to say. I fully sympathize with the idea, even though I probably prefer Sonic since the tone is a little too goofy and cartoony for me, but in terms of gameplay, I really like what they're doing,
Yeah, the game is definitely a lot more self-aware with Bubsy, which
that's not the part I like. I want to talk about the gameplay,
well,
not
if
the
it makes you
jokes.
feel, well, if it makes you feel better, Roger, I already saw someone kind of defending classic Bubsy, and he kind of considers Bubsy 4D, like, he doesn't like the writing in Bubsy 4D because, oh, it's too meta, it's too self-aware, So, hey, at least you're not alone on that.
Well, Bubsy's always been self-aware, so
Yeah.
I don't mind. At least it doesn't ruin anything. Like, that's what Bubsy is. I mean, that's literally how the first game starts. What could possibly go wrong? So right from that point on, you're already dealing with...
Who the hell
Oh,
thinks
yes.
this game is too self-aware? Are they aware of Bubsy?
Yeah.
Most likely not, yeah, because, like, when people say, like, oh, that cat girl, oh, totally brand new character, and I'm like, no, that's Oblivia from the failed Bubsy cartoon, just with a different design.
Not everyone knows there's obscure Bubsy facts. How sad indeed.
It's so weird to see that once again Bubsy just gets a completely new voice actor. Can he go 2 games with the same voice actor?
Nope.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm all for this new voice actor, because I've never
yeah.
really been a fan of the previous ones, because, like I said, oh, they're just so annoying, and then this one's like, okay, this one I actually dig, and I guess that's the other thing, like, the updated design, like, okay, that's a cool design. And yeah, and I guess we should bring up the fact that, apparently in Bubsy 4D, the guy is now being voiced by, the same guy who does Kinger from Digital Circus, apparently.
Yeah.
Sean.
He is coincidentally enough Sonic Mega. That is his online username. And he apparently has been mentored by Roger Craig Smith. So they were definitely going for a more Sonic-y voice this time around.
Hey, at least it actually sounds better than Roger. Well, Roger Craig Smith, anyway.
Yes, how dare you?
Yeah,
say
regular
that.
Roger sounds good, yeah.
My voice is perfect.
But yeah, there have been so much fan art, and, like, surprisingly a lot of positive fan art, although that's more just the case of people kind of, like, going all gaga for the updated design look, and people have been like, oh my god, why do they make Bubsy a DILF now? And
Is there way more energy before this game than the previous one? Because this is technically the third new Bubsy game, right? Because they already gave him 2 other revivals before this one.
Yeah, like third new studio, yeah, because I'm trying to remember. There was, Bubsy 1 and 2, then 3D, and then, Fractured Furry Tales, the Jaguar
Those are the
exclusive
classic
game.
4, but after that there were
Yeah.
2 other revivals, and now we're in the 3rd revival.
Yeah, the 2 previous revivals that no one remembers, but yeah, that is kind of weird. There's 2 of them. I remember people talked about Woolly Strikes Back, but surprisingly, I've never heard anyone talk about Paws of Fury.
Yeah, I guess that... Yeah, I didn't care either because it looks super generic. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this one does better. I guess people are just much more hungry for 3D platformers. And I fully agree.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, I guess that explains it, because 3D platformers are kind of have their one foot in the grave now because of the sad state that we live in with all this microtransactions and
One
live
foot in the
service
ground,
bullshit.
they're coming back. I mean, Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm hoping they come back. Yeah,
I mean, here's your evidence. So, looking good.
yeah. In fact, funny enough, from my personal experience with Bubsy, I did a video on Forgotten Media like 17 years ago or something, but it was just like covering the history of the franchise in general, and not one of my best ones, because honestly, I've never really played a Bubsy game at that time. Nowadays, the only one I played was Woolly Strikes Back on PS4, because I just got it cheap on sale, and it was just very meh. And then later I got Paws of Fury because that was going on sale for $5 on Steam. And then, of course, now we got the compilation coming out, the Perfect Collection. And I'm like, okay, I'll probably get that as well to get myself fully educated on Bubsy. And plus, hey, finally, a new legal way to actually play Bubsy's Fractured Furry Tales. Ha.
Yeah, it was on a very rare game console, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was only released on the Jaguar.
Oh, the Jaguar. That was
Yeah.
it, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
real quick, since I was unaware of Fractured Furry Tales and had completely forgotten about Paws on Fire, I guess Bubsy has gone 2 games with the same voice actor. Twice.
Wow.
Because Rob Paulson played him in Bubsy 2 and Fractured Furry Tales, and Duggar Holtz played him in Woolly Strikes Back and Paws on Fire.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yay. And then they both immediately get replaced after that.
Yeah, when Bubsy 3D, Bubsy gets replaced by the gal that does a voice actor who would later go on to voice the original voice of Rouge the Bat.
Lonnie
Yeah.
Manelli, yes.
Lanny
Yep, that's
Manila,
her.
yep. There's actually some like documentary on YouTube about like the production of Bubsy 3 and what went wrong, and Lanny Manila is actually in the comments of that video.
Oh, wow.
The most I know about 3D was that, like on the cover, they have this like random stamps, like, "Oh, the Gold X edition, yeah, it's that good of a game," and apparently that was just some random shit they made up. It doesn't. The award doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Fun when they do that. Oh well, Sonic's guilty of that too with his blast processing. But yeah, what did Lonnie Manelli have to say about it? Because I do know she also said a bunch of things about Sonic Avenger 2 behind the scenes of the Japanese voice acting. How challenging that was. So she does surprisingly open up a lot about the development. Yeah.
I cannot find her comment.
Ah.
Maybe she
Like, I
just
guess it kinda-
shared it on Twitter.
Maybe she
might have
deleted
been
it because he got into trouble.
Well, I imagine like now that she's no longer related to, or at least having an active role in any Sonic material, then I assume she's no longer under that non-disclosure agreement stuff with Sega, so she can just go on whenever she wants. Yeah, reveal all the juicy stuff behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sega could be very annoying at the time about voice acting. Like the actors always had to resemble the character for some reason, which is interesting when you're dealing with Anthros. Or that they insisted that the voice actors pronounce it wrong, and so the American voice actors deliberately had to say it with a Japanese accent. Like weird, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, especially when you hear like English voice actors trying to say Japanese lines, you know, like Sonic with "Teddy up" or Robotnik saying "Yosh."
Yeah, that was also like a weird era. Even though I always thought they just gave it a nice charm, so it never bothered me. I mean, Sonic's supposed to be cool, so it makes sense you would say words in other languages because it's cooler. I mean, the Japanese Sonic does that all the time with English words.
Yeah.
But man, this is a huge intro we had. This dissected. Shall we move on to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Melty
We didn't
Man?
even get into the fact that Game Theory just uploaded a Sonic video. So.
Oh yeah, I think I saw the thumbnail, and I think it was just him gushing over about, "Oh my god, a Mecha Sonic figure, yay!"
No.
Oh wait, you said Game Theory. I was thinking Game Apologist.
Yeah.
But yeah, Game Theory just uploaded a Sonic video where they try and... Were they what?
Today or what?
Today, yes. Like an hour ago.
That's a little
They uploaded a video where they talk about the Sonic timeline and try and make some corrections to it. And even managed to find a way to squeeze in Sonic Chronicles to make it canon.
Oh wow, that is very impressive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did make some mistakes.
Of course.
In their attempt to clear up the Sonic 06 plot hole of like how does Sonic remember his first encounter with Silver, but Silver doesn't. He's like, oh, it's because like Silver was just a memory in Generation, just like Perfect Chaos. Silver wasn't actually there because he wasn't at the birthday party at the beginning, but Silver was at the birthday party at the end, so he's clearly real.
But still, like,
for you.
yeah. But I mean, like, still, like, Game Theory. I thought he retired.
Oh, it's
No,
replaced
Matt
by a
Pat
different
retired.
team now. Only Matt Pat.
Oh,
now.
okay, it's a different team. Okay. Yeah.
So it's just the brand and not the person anymore. No.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so yeah, for the people interested, I suppose. I also noticed that Ajax, like in a Sonic level design analyzer, uploaded a new video. I wanted to talk a bit about that, but I think our intro is running too long, so I gotta skip that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had
But,
too much time to Bubsy.
yeah.
Thanks to Bubsy, indeed. So we just so moved to the...
Yeah, funny. Coincidentally, I've actually had plans of doing a video about talking about the chronology of Archie Sonic's post Super Genesis Wave timeline. But yeah, that's still in the works, so that's still going to be a long time before I get to that.
Very well. So, shall we move to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? The actual stuff we're supposed to talk about today.
Yeah,
The actual stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've been going for 40 minutes already. All right, yeah, let's move on.
I'm so sorry. We started with Robotnik Jr.
Yep.
So
Yep.
All right.
I'll
See,
play
I'm
poop
your
time.
video quickly, Summer.
Yep,
Hold on, I'm
yep,
posting it right
yep.
now. It is
Yeah,
a
I was about to say,
beefy
where is
file,
it?
so it's
Yeah,
gonna
give us
take
the
a few
poop.
seconds.
Yeah, give us the poop.
Give us the poop. Oh,
Give us the poop.
Oh,
I made
jeez.
it a meme.
There it is.
So, oh, hold on.
Are you
Okay,
folks
now-
ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Then, counting down at 3, A2, A1, A go.
You two poop where there's smoke, they pinch back.
Behold my solar lens tower extendo ray focusing solar focusing lens tower ray extendo bug.
I've been sick.
Branch sounder come Sonic's fucking ray. He's coming.
It's time to stop!
Pay close attention, Junior. As my son, it is essential that you learn to capture Sonic.
You did the right thing, Junior. Never do anything you don't think is right, even if other guys.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
I'm glad someone noticed that missing frame.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Sonic's fucking Ray.
Sonic's fucking Ray. Yeah. I included some extra Elise is not amused jokes just to combine them all into one. It's time to stop.
You did it to amuse Elise, and then she isn't here. Oh yeah, we didn't mention it.
Yeah.
Elise is busy. She's
Yeah,
winning
she's
competitions with the writing and good knows what else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's busy with her apartment stuff, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's
with the
it.
apartments.
Yeah, right now.
But
yeah.
yeah, small. But yeah, might as well say congratulations to Elise for making it into the finals. So will she win or not? Don't know. But here's hoping.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right. So, I'm gonna talk about Robotnik Jr., where so many memes come from, where Robotnik talks about his son all the time. Who's the victim doing the synopsis for today?
I offered myself to do the synopsis.
Dun dun dun. Very well, Mr. Luke. Impress us.
Okay. Robotnik Jr. We start off with Robotnik acting like a peeping Tom towards the audience and also looking out for Sonic as Scratch and Grounder prepare their next trap. They are planning to suck up Sonic with a vacuum ray, which is nothing like a Ghostbusters proton pack. A big glowing blue hand comes out and grabs Sonic. Sonic uses his big strong hands to grab a rock and brings it along with him as he gets pulled back. He moves around so the hand is grabbing the rock. Grounder tries to switch off the device, but the lever is stuck, so Scratch lets go of the boulder, allowing Sonic to escape. But as he was pointing the device upwards, it grabbed Robotnik instead, making him crash into the robots. So Robotnik fires Scratch and Grounder, kicks them out of the fortress, and pulls up the drawbridge. Robotnik wishes he could get a better helper that's as smart and vicious like himself, so he has the brilliant idea of building himself a son. He runs off, dropping the drawbridge on Scratch and Grounder. As he doesn't have much luck with the ladies, he's going to create an android version of his son. So after presenting his spanner to the audience, he reveals his son, who wakes up. Scratch and Grounder wonders if they could come in. Robotnik rehires them as he wants witnesses to see his new son, who defeated his arse. Robotnik ends up being proud of him as he reminds him of himself when he was a boy. Outside, Robotnik gives his son with his own Egg-O-Matic, but Junior thinks it's better worth stealing, so he tries to carjack it. This makes Robotnik's moustache flip into a transition. Robotnik takes his son out camping and parks it into a nice meadow. Robotnik gets the robots to pave it over with asphalt. He needs somewhere to park his massive RV and also create a freeway over it, as well as an airport. Meanwhile, Tails points out smoke to Sonic. Sonic and Tails make a reference to Hotel Mario or the YouTube Poop tagline by several years. Scratch and Grounder stop the steamroller to see Sonic disguised as a representative of the Asphalt Supply Company. He says there's an order for the asphalt to be recalled as it's not sticky enough. So Scratch walks on this extremely hot asphalt to prove that he can't move from it. So Sonic deduces that it's the steamroller that's defective. Grounder gets out to see what's wrong, only for Sonic to go up and take the controls. Grounder gets stuck as well, allowing Sonic to flatten them. He also flattens Robotnik's RV as well. This gets Robotnik so mad he starts making faces at Sonic. So Robotnik introduces his son to Sonic. Junior tries to graffiti Sonic, but he graffitis Robotnik's face instead. Robotnik uses a moustache to clean his face and tells his son that playtime is over. This makes Junior freak out and impersonate Macaulay Culkin with his hair. In Robotnik's classroom, Robotnik teaches his son the importance of catching Sonic. Robotnik has the idea of luring Sonic into a labyrinth which he can only escape via a sewer system. Robotnik will then seal him in and flood it. However, Junior only cares about mucking around behind his back. At the big labyrinth, Sonic gets chased by Scratch and Grounder on motorcycles. Robotnik tells Junior to slam the doors as Sonic runs in. Sonic rushes into the labyrinth and the Robotniks slam the doors, but Scratch and Grounder haven't stopped their cycles and crash into it. Robotnik then does a bit of Hamlet with Grounder's head as Sonic buzzsaws his way through the doors. Robotnik laments Sonic getting away, but Junior anticipated this and built an extra trapdoor to the sewer outside. The trapdoor opens and Sonic falls down a big hole. The hole turns into a big pipe and Sonic is dumped into the sewer and he drowns. Scratch and Grounder then dump a big manhole cover on the hole. Then Robotnik does as Robotnik says on taking good care of your body parts. Robotnik jumps for joy and strikes the classic Robotnik jumps for joy and strikes the classic Robotnik pose. Being as he has no need for the SSSSSSS squad, Robotnik decides to put Scratch and Grounder on laundry duty. Sonic finds a bubble and inhales it like in the games. Then he creates an underwater tornado and blasts through the manhole cover. Tails finds him, great timing Tails, as Sonic has to drain his ears. Back at the fortress, or his holiday home, Scratch and Grounder grumble doing the washing, including a bra for some reason. They really hate Robotnik Jr. and plan to bump him off. Robotnik shows Junior his family tree and decides to reward his son by taking him out fishing. He gets Scratch and Grounder to take him there, so Scratch walks Junior out of the pier at a lake. Meanwhile, Grounder has a massive cement mixer to fill in the lake. Scratch gets Junior to look into the cement mixer to make sure it's just right, only for Grounder to activate the mixer, kicking Junior in. Junior cries for help, which Sonic hears. Sonic uses a vine to get into the mixer and rescue Junior. Sonic goes back onto the mixer, speeding it up and pours cement on Scratch and Grounder. Junior wonders why Sonic saved him, as the hedgehog is his enemy. Tails says they don't need to be, but if he hangs out with a bad crowd like Scratch and Grounder, they'll be bad to him. Junior says he can handle himself. Then Robotnik turns up, telling Sonic to get away from his son. Junior thanks Sonic as he gets hauled away by a grappling hook. Scratch and Grounder wants to be saved too, which Robotnik reluctantly does. Back at the fortress, Junior tries to tell his father that Sonic didn't put him in the mixer, but Robotnik refuses to listen. Then Junior says that Sonic saved him, which gives Robotnik a heart attack and thinks his son is unwell. Junior was about to rat out Scratch and Grounder, but they immediately tie him up. Robotnik declares that the only way to cure a Robotnik is revenge, so he decides to unleash a Son-powered death ray or something to fry Sonic like a bug. After getting the device out, Scratch and Grounder confess that they couldn't focus the lens right, which makes Robotnik hopping mad. After being told it will fry everything in a 100-mile radius, Robotnik decides to unleash it anyway. Junior escapes his bandages and flies off to save Sonic by putting himself between the hedgehog and the ray. Robotnik is just about to target Sonic and activate the ray, but Junior keeps flying about in the way. Scratch pushes the button, activating the ray. Sonic saves Junior by creating a big ditch around the death ray, making it fall over, crashing on Robotnik's house. Junior thanks Sonic and disowns his dad. Sonic grows multiple fingers and then Robotnik dies of a seizure. In Sonic Says, Sonic talked about peer pressure or something. The end.
Or something.
Applause for Sir Luke. Yeah, so the legendary Robotnik Jr. It's kind of distracted to me that he has the exact same voice as Coconuts. Then again, since Robotnik built him, I guess he could have the same voice modulator or something.
I mean, at least the voice doesn't sound like that, like high-pitched and annoying. It's definitely more like a teenage voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially his catchphrase, yeah. Big whoop!
Big whoop. I swear at times he sounded like Townsend Coleman.
Okay.
Even though I knew it couldn't be him because he's not Canadian.
Good times. But yeah, so this episode, what do we got to say about it?
God, I had something, but I forgot to write it down.
Well, it's definitely the first time we've seen Robotnik creating a quote-unquote son to carry out his legacy and whatnot. Which is something that surprisingly Archie Sonic would do later on.
And it's pretty much the only robot he creates that's actually a recurring character, not just a one-off, right?
Yeah, Robotnik Jr. does come back for a few more episodes.
Yeah.
Which usually doesn't happen. I had a couple of things to say, but I can't think of any.
One thing I love is as Scratch or as Sonic is like tricking Scratch and Grounder with the asphalt mixer. I just love how freaking smug Scratch sounds as he disproves Sonic. He's like, "See, it's plenty sticky. I can barely move."
Yeah.
And there was a moment where we have Sonic and Grounder on the asphalt, and I was like, shouldn't they be unable to move as well?
Yep. Whoops. What I kind of find funny is like Robotnik Jr.'s just been born, he's just been created, yet they already give him like all these tests like, okay, can you check if the cement mix is alright? It's like, how does he know what cement is? Like, he already has the expertise or something. And yet he already outsmarts Robotnik by having that extra booby trap for Sonic. Like, oh, I anticipated Sonic would escape. Like, this is your first time you fight Sonic. Okay, you already anticipate things.
I mean, like father, like son. Yeah. Or like son, like
just
father.
Inherited knowledge, apparently. Impressive.
Yeah, especially with all those compliments Robotnik gives, like, oh, he's Junior's like spray painting his rump or whatnot. But like, he's like starts off pissed off at first, but he's like, oh, you're just like me when I was your age, Junior.
Robotnik is very fatherly this episode, even towards Scratch and Grounder sometimes. Like, I like when they were under cement asking for help, and Robotnik just has that like, oh, okay, face expression. Which is still nice, but then he is in usual normal episodes. Normally we're like, no, you find your way yourself.
Well, I still find it odd how Junior is like, it's not Robotnik who saves him, but he like just drags Junior down there to pick them up. Like, yeah, right after those two robots tried to throw him into cement.
Yeah. That is a bit odd. Oh well.
Yeah.
And we never got to see Robotnik Jr. fish. What a missed opportunity.
What are those father-son bonding things here?
It kind of makes me think like in Futurama when like Professor Farnworth closed his son for himself.
Oh, right, yeah. Kind of like that, sure. But there's more robotic, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder how they would have fished, though. With an actual fishing pole, or would they have used grenades?
No. Cement.
Yeah, cement.
So they would use a chisel to chisel the fish out of the cement, I guess.
Or maybe they use the grappling hooks to go fishing, yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, if you turn the whole lake into cement, probably dynamite is the best way to go.
Well, no, like, Scratch explains that if they pour cement into the lake, then all the fish will be forced upwards because the cement is denser than water.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. If not, if they still leave enough water left in it, but that's smarter than I thought. Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the laundry room, I just wonder where that bra came from.
That is a good question.
Oh yeah, when they're on laundry duty. Yeah, just a random bra there.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Mama Robotnik just dunks her laundry with her son. Here, you take care of it. Makes sense enough.
Yeah, I mean, she's locked up in the home of really bizarre mothers, so I guess they don't have laundry machines at that place.
Well, she just pretends it's broken just so she can torture her son a little bit.
Yeah. Or just the fact that she prefers the washing up detergent that he uses as opposed to what the home uses. Very specific sort of stuff.
Sure as you can come up with an excuse to ruin Robotnik's day.
Yeah.
Or maybe Robotnik just enjoys wearing bras. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
He just wants to feel pretty.
He's a dictator. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's got to keep his moves up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Robotnik. Yeah.
Robotnik.
I did remember what I wanted to bring up though, and it was I think my favorite bit of dialogue from the episode is like after Scratch and Grounder like sheepishly tells Robotnik, "Oh, we didn't we didn't focus the lens right. If you try and blast Sonic, you'll destroy everything in 100 square miles of him." And Robotnik's like, "That's not a problem. That's a bonus."
Yeah, or he even explicitly says like, "Oh, fry a bunch of innocent people. Oh, that's a bonus." Like that was a pretty dark joke. Yeah, that was great.
I love it. It's the one time where their mistake actually helps him.
Especially since it isn't even relevant to the story. It's just there for the joke. But yeah, it's fun to have Robotnik being so dark for a moment.
Yeah, I think that's probably one. I think that's probably why I really like this episode, is because it's one of those episodes where we really get to see how Robotnik just relishes in being evil. So you don't really see that anymore in today's media.
I love the little laugh he lets out as he talks about how it's a bonus.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Long John Baldry was an absolute genius.
Yeah.
It's amazing indeed.
I've also noticed how strong Sonic is when he grabbed onto that large boulder as he was being sucked in.
Yeah.
He's secretly mighty in disguise, yeah.
That was kind of interesting to see anyway, because Sonic was actually desperate and terrified. That's rare on this show. Usually he's always completely in control, so it was kind of interesting to see him like legitimately in trouble. Oh dear.
I wanted very much to include the clip of Sonic sinking his fingers into the boulder in the YouTube poop. But I just didn't want to put in the effort of keyframing every single frame of him doing that just to have him grab Ray by the ass.
Initially, I thought you were going to, like, say you were going to have him actually grab Robotnik's butt.
I didn't even think of that. No, it was just because Sonic fucking Ray was on my mind.
Either way, he still thought of surprise butt sex. Yeah.
What have I done to your brains? I ruined all of you.
Well, that's more of a TF2 reference than a U reference.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess it's also my fault. No, I guess it's also my fault because I was the one who suggested, "Oh yeah, let's keep up with the intro themes, but now let's do them in YTP style." Yeah.
Which can get a bit draining at times.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, it does give it a nice extra touch, and it's very Adventure Sonic Hedgehog worthy. So, but yeah, that does mean we have to come up with a new gimmick for the next show we're going to talk about. Oh dear, because now every show we talked about had a gimmick. Although I gave up on the Sonic X animations very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the animations for Sonic X, but yeah, he gave up because poor Roger couldn't keep up with it. And then Sonic Underground, we did something more like basics, like, oh yeah, adventure music with clips. And then later we had a little bit of fun adding in gags. And then now we're just going full on gags.
Indeed. Yes. Oh dear. So if we're going to do Sonic Boom, what we're going to do with that?
Yeah, or Set AM. Yeah.
Set AM.
Yeah, or maybe Prime. Who knows? We still have plenty of other episodes to get through.
I suppose what we could do for Sonic Boom, in a similar fashion to like making YTPs out of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, with Sonic Boom, we just take clips out of context.
Like that bit with Tails licking the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who knows? I mean, YouTube can be very finicky with people using video footage from Sonic Boom.
Yes.
I mean, that pretty much explains. That pretty much explains why no one can watch a good chunk of Sonic Dissected episodes that are Boom themed, like when he talks about Season 2, and that's blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. Oh well. Fortunately, Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog isn't so nasty about it.
Yeah, because every episode is uploaded to 3 different official channels.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's true, yeah.
So you're sport for choice.
And uploaded 20,000 times more.
Or stretch to 16:9.
And uploaded 2,000 times more in the form of YouTube poops. Scattered all over the place.
Yeah. It's always so weird when you just rewatch these episodes and then you just hear quotes from YTPs.
Or see the
Yeah.
visuals, yeah.
Because you're so
see the
used to
posters.
those as opposed to anything else.
Especially this episode was chock full of them.
Yeah, I was definitely getting some Idich Vader, like the whole "My boy, you're not well," and then the YTP's referring to Tails. Like, "Oh, Tails is sick. Someone help him!"
Yeah.
That was part of his whole running gag of like, "Oh yeah, Robotnik is Tails' adopted father," and blah blah.
Yeah, because I
And
think
his-
someone did that in a in their own YTP, in which like this random anime like character basically started attacking Robotnik's lair, and then her focus only goes to Tails, and then Robotnik charges straight towards her and says, "Get away from my son!"
Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, there's a video out there where they compiled all the different Robotnik is Tails' son bits from the YTPs and actually tried to string them together as to some kind of big story arc going on.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, how about that Sonic Says segment where where Junior clearly doesn't give a shit about the PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like he was just brought into this, and he's just like, "I don't want to do this." No, you got to do this. You started the
You're
episode
contractually obligated.
and he's just like, "Okay."
I think the Robotnik Says one was more better. It is important to look after your body parts.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't take care of your proper care of your body parts, I'm not going to replace them next time.
That's a recurring theme of both the episodes we watched this week. That it almost feels like even the main episodes had like Sonic Says sections in them.
Yeah.
Because it was also
Yeah.
part of like, oh, you make sure you hang out with the right friends. It also felt like a mini Sonic Says within this episode. And the next one will also have a moment like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very interesting,
Something-
yeah.
yeah.
There was
Very Robotnik Says eccentric sort of episode
Yeah.
at the moment.
Robotnik Says, buy your shoes in the afternoon.
Exactly.
we'll get to that.
Oh, that's the next episode.
This is just a very weird episode. It makes me wonder, like, how Robotnik Jr. would react to Sage, the clear favorite child.
He'll probably teach her to do graffiti.
Yeah.
I think it would just be like. I think in the end it would just be like, "Big whoop."
Yeah, big whoop.
I'm imagining Sage trying to do graffiti and she just writes binary on a wall.
Yeah, or just writes like something more nice, like "Oh, Eggman is best dad" or something.
Yeah.
Ah.
God, I love Sage. It was, but yeah, on the Sonic Says of this, it's so funny that like Robotnik Jr. clearly seems completely uninterested in the lesson, but like it's still kind of wholesome to see him like actually participate in it, because like.
Yeah.
Scratch is just like, "Come on, press the button," and he's like, "But Sonic's my friend." Got it. Calls out.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, it does kind of sound like he's phoning in the lines during the Sonic Says segment.
Yeah.
In reality, he does hate Sonic. Like, oh, I want to kill him, but I have to pretend I'm nice.
The script says he becomes my friend, so
Yeah.
they're not paying me overtime for this.
No, I think he's just pissed off that he doesn't become a popular reoccurring character on the show. Like, sure, he comes back later, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's so shocking to me how many episodes of this show there are. We're still not even like close to the end.
Yeah, like in terms of, I'm kind of going off of like the episode counts in the DVD accounts from like Shout Factory releases. So they've released 3 volumes, and right now we're like still in volume 2. We haven't reached volume 3 at all.
Oof, plenty left to do. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty lengthy year of adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog. Goodness.
Yep. But not as long as when we marathon Fleetway Sonic, or at least a chunk of it.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's true. But we're all just dreading the moment when we have to suddenly go towards Archie Sonic.
You're in my domain now.
Melty will be so happy.
All the synopsis for all the Archie Sonic stuff.
I'll let other people have a chance to do the synopsis. Yeah, I won't let it be all me, because I'm more curious to hear what you guys think about like Archie Sonic. Because I know like most of you are unfamiliar with like 90% of the series.
I mostly know it from your videos, and I'm constantly surprised how little really happens, or how little like overlap or flow there is between especially shadows all over the place.
Well, that's because like Archie Sonic Character Files is purely focused on the characters and not like a big review of the story arc itself. So there is kind of a difference.
I guess so, yeah. But yeah, that's for another time. Anyway, piece of personal trivia. For some reason, I always thought this boss from Sleeping at Sonic Chaos was Robotnik Jr., even though he doesn't resemble him at all. Not sure why I thought that as a kid, but I was dumped it, I guess. It's like a fake Robotnik, so that's why. So that was a random piece of Roger trivia. There you
go. Now I'm just noticing the shot with Robotnik's all pissed off, and Junior has that evil grin on his face, and oh wait, never mind. Okay, I noticed he was actually sitting down. At first, I thought he was like supposed to be on the ground, but he's hovering above it. But no, there's clearly a seat that he's sitting in. Damn it! There goes my joke.
But yeah, his shoes do look like he's standing because his shoes aren't dangling in the air. Yeah, it does look very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that front view, they look more straight and not like bent like you see in the previous scene from like seeing them from the back. Yeah.
True. So I understand the confusion. Yes.
I really like the bit where, as Sonic is drowning, he breathes in a bubble like he does in the games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just like the game. Yeah.
One of those rare moments that it's taken from the games.
Yeah.
They do try every now and then, yes.
I like me looking like I'm gonna pop the bubble.
Yeah.
Or laughing at Robotnik's misery with the spitball there.
Yeah. There's quite a few moments in which it looks as though you're about to do something to Robotnik. Because he was in one screenshot where you were literally about to poke his bottom.
Oh no!
Oh my!
I am wondering why I'm a saluting French general.
Oh, well, because we're all in mourning for Sonic X, since this is going to be the last stream. We're going to
I see.
Yeah,
So we all
when
have
we get to
funeral
that.
clothes on, and Luke, you're like a British military salute.
Oh, I thought it was Charles de Gaulle there.
Oh, that was not my intention.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Trying to make a British soldier, but you made a French one
I was
instead.
trying to draw like this Metal Gear Solid salute when he's at the
No, it's
funeral.
fine.
But I give it the colors of the British.
And I'm the only one that's not in a suit because I don't know. I
Still
guess my
hot for you.
jacket's in the cleaners.
Unless you're using your entire jacket as a handkerchief.
Yeah, like a red handkerchief. That would be inappropriate for a funeral.
Oh well. But yeah, I was just looking for UK British military funeral suits. So I was trying to draw it like that, but I guess I failed.
And then meanwhile, Tyler's poking Robotnik's bottom.
Indeed, he is.
Poke, poke, poke.
How naughty.
Yeah, stop poking, you sniveling salamander! Salamander!
Not a chance.
Leaf Village Secret Finger Jutsu.
Oh yeah, then that bit with Junior using one of Grounder's arms as like a scratcher. I was about to say back scratcher, but no, he's scratching all over himself. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fun little visual jokes. I also like Robotnik using his mustache to kind of wipe the smuck off his face. That was a nice little detail.
Yes. I guess he
That's
took
what-
some inspiration from one of the previous episodes with Tails cleaning himself off with his tails.
Yeah. I always like these
Yeah.
little visual gags, yeah.
As well as like his actual Tash becoming a transition to the next scene.
Hell yeah. Oot! Yeah.
I also like the pose Robotnik makes. He dances on the manhole cover, as it's almost like the official model of Robotnik from the classic games.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
very
his
close.
guard. Yeah.
That is a very nice little detail. I wonder if that was deliberate. Yeah, could be an accident, but it looks very close. Yep. Ta-da! Well, Robotnik was more of a showman. Yeah.
Yeah. And Luke is so happy at that shot, he's like, salutes him. I salute you, Robotnik, for referencing the game.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And Euan is unimpressed.
I'm always unimpressed.
Right, shall we move on to the next episode?
I guess. Yep. Full Tilt Tales. Yeah, I think that's the next episode.
Full Tilt Tales for another poop. Are you folks ready for it?
Yeah, this time I got to do it.
Indeed, indeed. Can I do the countdown?
No.
No.
I still have to.
Yeah, I found it.
Find it.
Yeah, it's the only one that's pinned. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should have just checked pins instead of scrolling up.
Alrighty. 3, A2, A1, A go.
You're rotten to the core.
Yep.
I know I can run fast, and I can fly fast. Now I got a thing.
Sometimes I just get a craving for tree boobs.
What?
It's not fair.
It's not just for showing off. It's for doing good.
Stop calling me. No, I hate robots.
Orange fox, orange fox, orange fox.
Stop waving. Meanwhile, in the parallel universe, you're no match for me, you weak little brown fox.
Nice little detail. Thank you, Melty.
Oh yeah, thanks. I do feel like this is definitely an improvement from the last time I did one.
Because you got some
Yeah,
Crash
and-
Bandicoot love in there.
Oh yeah, poor guy. But yeah, funny enough, I also threw in a Pac-Man World 2 reference with Robotnik banging on the drums, and that's a reference to one of the boss battles in that game.
Oh, okay. Neat.
Yeah, it's from the Clyde in the Volcano. So yeah, it's the boss from the volcano area.
Yeah. It's about the time I gave up on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I wouldn't blame you because the volcano levels are a real pain in the ass to get through, especially when 100% in it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Especially Magma Opus. Ah.
A little too much.
Um,
The snow levels were fun, though. Oh, well.
Oh yeah, especially the ice skating.
Indeed.
But yeah, just like with Sala, I also got to throw in a Elise is not amused bit as well.
Yeah.
With that quick cameo. Which,
So-
funny enough, the original plan was that I was going to go real crazy with the boobs thing, because this episode is pretty much the main source for whenever they want a sentence makes Robotnik say boobs. It's this one. So it's going to be like, oh, boobs, 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 stop it! But then after I did the tree boobs gag, a little nod to The Last Unicorn, I'm like, I don't think I can really top off tree boobs.
Nope.
Oh.
Except the sunflower from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh yeah, maybe. But yeah, aside from that, I also love the for some reason the phone bit I'm really proud of. Just Robotnik yapping and the ground's like, stop calling me! No!
That was neat. Well done, Melty. Some nice editing is. Alrighty, who is doing the synopsis of this exciting adventure? It is...
That would be me
Sala.
this time.
Dun dun dun. Already? Are you ready?
I suppose so. Alright. Our episode begins with Dr. Robotnik being pulled in a wagon full of stolen goods by Scratch and Grounder. Robotnik is relieved to partake in some theft, but is unimpressed with the things his bots have stolen. Just then, a certain blue hedgehog dressed as a redneck comments on their haul, and not so subtly hints that he wishes he had some of it. Robotnik tells him to beat it, and Sonic casually walks off, tossing a gold nugget in the air. Robotnik, immediately changing his mind, kindly offers the disguised Sonic the entire stash in exchange for his bag of gold, to which Sonic happily agrees. Robotnik claims that people often compare him to Santa Claus, at least physically, but I'm too lazy to think of a good Sonic Christmas Blast joke. As Robotnik and his bots happily flee the scene, Tails emerges from a nearby berry bush, and they both go to the wagon. Sonic dislocates both of his arms as they head back to return the ill-gotten goods to those they were taken from. Back at Robotnik's fortress, the evil doctor is overjoyed with the treasure he managed to obtain. He's so gleeful that he even offers Scratch and Grounder a tip. But the tip is to always buy new shoes in the afternoon, as human feet will naturally swell as the day goes on, and so if you wait until the afternoon to buy new shoes, they won't become too tight as you wear them. And here I thought Sonic was the one giving out life lessons. Grounder sounds appreciative of the advice despite his lack of feet, but the animators decided he should be pissed off about it. Robotnik, meanwhile, is engrossed in his gold when he notices an odd but familiar scent. He discovers that the gold is actually just stale chili beans covered in gold paint. Robotnik realizes that the redneck must have been Sonic, and with his priorities straightened, immediately blames Coconuts, who is also here, I guess. Robotnik seeks out the most pleasant and harmless elderly couple he can find and decides to launch an attack from the Ego Artillery Attack Tank, intending to collapse a cliff and cause a rock slide that will crush the old goats. Naturally, this is only bait, as the only route through the canyon has been booby-trapped. Unfortunately for Robotnik, Grounder forgot to fuel up the Egomatic hovercraft, and they fall from the sky. Robotnik tearfully declares that he can't wait to capture Sonic, if for no other reason than for Scratch and Grounder to become obsolete so he can finally get rid of them. They make their way back up the cliff, and Robotnik orders the tank to fire, sending massive boulders crumbling down the hillside towards the elderly goats' home. Meanwhile, Sonic is not at all concerned, and is currently timing Tails as he trains to be as fast as Sonic. Sonic gives the Sonic Says speech a little early this episode, when suddenly they hear the goats calling his name. It's a good thing they were within earshot, I guess, as otherwise Sonic would have had no way of knowing they were in danger at all, which would have not only killed the elderly couple, it would have ruined Robotnik's plan. Sonic runs through the canyon, ramming straight into the traps Robotnik set up, but by running in midair, Sonic manages to shove the elastic canyon closer into the web of gooey, gunky cords, and use them both to effortlessly catch the rocks from the landslide and harmlessly toss them aside. Sonic tells the elderly couple that he wasn't worried at all, or he would have rushed over. Robotnik is beyond upset, so Grounder attempts to cheer him up by firing another round from the tank. Unfortunately, the shell hits the elastic canyon closer and launches back to their location, destroying the tank. Tails finally arrives at the scene, having ran the whole way instead of flying. Sonic immediately makes Tails feel guilty by implying that he could have used his help. It works, and Tails becomes dejected. Sonic tries to cheer him up in perhaps the worst way possible. Back at Robotnik's fortress, the mad scientist seems like he's getting ready to call it quits, but he's actually just giving up on slowing down Sonic. Instead, he's going to make Scratch and Grounder faster, using a mysterious object in a tiny box. It took Robotnik 9 years to collect the cereals. Robotnik reveals his latest creation, Speedamint Gum, which, through incredibly vague science, gives the chewer velocity vibes. Out in the Mobius salt flats, Robotnik gives Grounder the gum for testing purposes, and the bot quickly runs around the entire planet. He ends up going so fast that his brake chute ends up, well, breaking, sending Grounder headfirst into a tree, in turn causing him to spit out the gum. Meanwhile, Tails, who seems to have overcome his depression, continues to train. As he runs, he steps on the gum and gains the velocity vibes, which is good. I was really worried Tails was going to find chewed up gum on the ground and immediately put it in his mouth. The overjoyed Tails goes...
do that.
Yeah. The overjoyed Tails goes to look for Sonic, who already is trying to discredit Tails' speed, but Tails proves it, much to Sonic's confusion. Tails decides to raise a train, and for some reason stops on the tracks in front of it to taunt Sonic. Somehow, though, his foot gets caught between a railroad tie and thin fucking air, while the train barrels down the tracks towards him as we cut to commercial. When we return, Tails realizes that flying and running fast will not get him out of this situation, and he'll need to think fast instead. That's when he gets an idea. A brilliant idea. The most incredible and amazing idea ever conceived. He calls Sonic for help. Sonic decides to pull a Pontaff and run up to Tails just to make terrible jokes as the train continues to chug along towards them. 1 second. Sonic then turns around and builds a whole new train track over top of Tails, allowing the train to harmlessly pass over him. Sonic then tells Tails that he's being too reckless. The Sonic Says music is even playing in the background as he tells Tails that his speed will get him hurt if he doesn't continue to practice. We jump forward a bit, and Sonic tells Tails that with great power there must also come great responsibility. But it just goes in one ear and out the other, as Tails is already off to put himself in danger. Meanwhile, Robotnik is furious that Grounder managed to lose his Speedamint Gum already. He's also incredibly disappointed that Grounder is being honest with him, and that Scratch promises they'll get the gum back, since he programmed them to be dishonest and break promises. I really have to admire his dedication to evilness. Meanwhile, Tails is again eager to rescue someone, but by which I mean he wants to show off. He happens across an airplane with its hatch open and sees someone jump out. Tails assumes the man is in danger, in spite of the man's protests, and attempts to save him, ruining his Daredevil act and causing him to lose the parachuting competition. The crowd is very angry with him, causing Tails to run away just as Sonic arrives looking for him. The cat that Tails rescued informs Sonic of what happens and angrily asks if Sonic is a friend of the two-tailed menace, causing Sonic to flee the scene as well. As he continues to look for Tails, Sonic comes across Scratch and Grounder, still hard at work looking for the Speedament gum. Scratch shoves his hand into a nearby tree and feels something that is gooey, icky, nasty, and sticky. But it's just tree sap, leading to a very Pontafian exchange of Grounder thinking Scratch is calling him a sap. Surprising amount of Pontaf vibes in this episode. Just then, Tails speeds by, causing Scratch and Grounder to realize that he has the Speedament gum. Sonic, having overheard this, realizes he needs to save Tails and goes after him. Somehow, Scratch and Grounder find him first and report back to Robotnik that they found the gum. Robotnik congratulates them on almost completing a task for once, and tells them to implement Plan B, which is just an alliterative way of telling them to beat up Tails. To their credit, Scratch and Grounder come up with a good plan of pretending to need help, and the glory-hungry fox can't possibly pass up the opportunity to show off. They trick him into entering a biker bar, and then Grounder, barely disguised as a little girl, loudly accuses Tails of having stolen his lollipop. The only biker in the bar is furious and chases after Tails, managing to pull off his shoe. Without the gum stuck to it, Tails loses his speed. As Tails desperately tries to reason with him, he accidentally knocks over all of the motorcycles like dominoes, crushing Scratch and Grounder. The biker realizes that Grounder is not a little girl, and immediately redirects his anger towards him and Scratch. Sonic arrives and confuses the hell out of Tails before explaining what happened during a flash forward, after which Sonic consoles Tails and encourages him that someday he'll be ready to wield that kind of speed. Also, Tails is still missing his shoe. I guess they just decided he didn't need that. But who does need it is Robotnik, ecstatic to have found his Speedament gum. Unfortunately, a turtle gets to it first, fulfilling my fears from earlier, just immediately puts the gum in his mouth and runs off. Robotnik says his catchphrase while adding that he also hates turtles and Tails. Tails then comes across a random box of cigarettes that apparently belong to Grounder, who lights up and then offers one to Tails. Despite knowing that smoking is bad for you, and also knowing that Grounder is just bad, Tails tries it anyway. Sonic rushes in to save Tails, but it's too late, and now Tails has a nicotine addiction. Sonic tells the kids that smoking isn't cool, and we fade to black.
Yes, this is the one thing that people only remember from that episode is the Sonic Says segment with the old classic "drugs are bad" PSA.
Also, doesn't Grounder have, like, robot lungs or something?
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if Scratch basically is capable of getting, like, allergies or, like, having a sinus, then obviously Grounder just seems to have a random pair of lungs.
Yeah, Scratch has sinuses and Grounder has lungs, apparently.
Yeah.
And he's apparently the original Bender.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Bite my shiny metal ass, Tails!
Yeah, and then also get drunk later in a future Sonic Says as well.
Oh, yeah. We're still going to be a while till it gets to the drunk PSA, yeah.
And Sonic finds the whole thing amusing.
Yep.
Haha, smokes. Yeah.
Especially the background doodles. Yep.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Son.
So yeah, we get another somewhat episode focusing on Tails, which I'm always all for for this version of the character.
Yeah, surprisingly, he kind of saves himself at the end, even though more by accident than any real planning.
Yeah.
But Sonic didn't have to do anything at the end of the story, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird that, like, Sonic and Scratch and Grounder all start looking for Tails at the same time, but Scratch and Grounder get to him so fast that Sonic doesn't even have enough time to save Tails himself.
That was very impressive, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose what's interesting about this... Sorry, I'm just saying what's interesting about this episode is that the plot idea later gets used by in an episode of Sonic Underground, where Robotnik tries to make Seat and Dingo run really fast.
Oh
the
yeah,
Sonic Tonic.
Yeah, Sonic Tonic. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's an obvious episode to do with Sonic, like make the enemies faster. Makes sense.
On how did we rate the song from that episode? We gave that song a 27 out of 30. That episode had a really good song.
Oh yeah, because that was like the Sonya and Manic themed song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
With some questionable imagery in one scene. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
yeah, when they're like getting close together
of Manic and Sonya exploding.
Yeah, when it looks like they're getting a little too close or too comfy being close to each other. Yeah.
And they exploded.
Yeah, exploding.
It is interesting to see how different versions of Robotnik between like this show, Sat AM, and Underground, how they all have different levels of respect for Sonic's speed. Whereas like Sat AM Robotnik believes he actually can make a robot that's faster than Sonic, and then this version uses like vague mumbo science to make the Speedament gum to increase Sonic's speed, and then Sonic Underground Robotnik just says nobody's faster than Sonic.
He just gives up straight away.
Yeah. Well, maybe except the tonic, but yeah.
I don't think he even believes that the tonic can make you faster than Sonic.
Oh yeah.
The Velocitry.
Yeah, Velocitry.
Isn't that the same episode where they all have like their feet expand or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the side effect of the tonic. Yeah, their feet become huge and somehow lose mobility in the process.
Yeah, I think maybe that's because it was afternoon when their feet have expanded.
Yeah.
Yeah, they forgot to buy new shoes. Yeah.
See, it all
Full
comes
circle.
together.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's another popular clip I see in Y2Ps. Just the whole always buy new shoes in the afternoon after your feet have expanded.
Logical. Someone in the comments asked what the animal species we think the biker is. That's a good question. He looks human, but if he is, then
I thought it's
him
like a
not wearing
bulldog.
pants is horrible.
Yeah, I think
he looks like a bulldog to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a bulldog. Yeah.
All right.
Somehow a pretty nice looking biker. I like a nice biker. It's like, oh, we heard like someone eat this kid's lollipops. Like, all right, who did it?
Yeah.
He's surprisingly
Honestly,
reasonable for a mad, angry, violent biker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, from what I know of motorcycle bikers, that's pretty on brand.
Fair
is that they don't like it when someone is mean to kids.
It makes sense because a lot of them are dads with midlife crisis, probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
I also just love how Grounded's disguise is just him with a girl's wig.
Yeah. I'm not Grounder. I'm Grounder with a silly wig. Yeah.
There you go.
Seems reasonable.
It's not often we see Scratch and Grounder put on a disguise and one of the heroes falls for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Tails, I guess. Poor Tails never gets a break. He always has to be fair. He always has to be fair.
Yeah. At least he has his adorable moments, like when he actually imitates Sonic. You know, Sonic, I'm waiting, and I'm just like, oh, it's too precious.
Yeah,
Especially that laugh. Especially the laugh. It's just like that very genuine kid laugh. That's like really hard to emulate, or at least capture in media. Yeah.
They had to have told Christopher Corey Smith a great joke to get that take.
One thing I was going to say, though, is, before Roger moved all the pages around again, it was just kind of funny, like, with Salah pointing at, Grounder taking a wig off, like, hey, look, it's Grounder wearing a wig. It's like, shut up! And then, for Luke, the biker's, looking down at him, and he's, ready to accept his fate as being pummeled to death by the biker.
I accept my fate. I will die like an Englishman. You've been painting flags again. Yeah, there was a thing that seems to be going on around here. There's people putting up English flags everywhere.
Yeah, burning flags in the UK as well.
No, not burning. Basically, literally flying them, just like normal.
Okay, flying like normal.
Yeah,
just flapping very hard.
There's a dumb thing going around in the UK. But then again, we just kind of laugh at it, especially when we see these dumb English people, like going on the mini roundabouts and trying to paint not the English flag on it, but one of them ended up painting it to be the Danish flag.
Whoops.
So I just responded, oh, maybe they were Danish people.
Possibly, who knows?
I actually like how we get some more strange-looking townsfolk, including the return of the sausage people.
Yeah,
yeah, we get the sausage people and a sentient light bulb for some reason. Yeah.
We're looking alien, orange alien.
Sausage, and even a Hitler sausage, it seems. But not the bulb.
A bratwurst.
What?
A bratwurst.
A bratwurst. There you go.
Yeah. Bratwurst, yeah. Oh yeah. And of course, the British cat parachuter, yeah. Yeah, funny enough, I was actually going to include a joke in there where I just had, like, Luke's head on there, like, oh, I beg your pardon, no, chap, because, oh, he's British, just like Luke. But later, I eventually cut that joke out because I just felt it was a bit too on the nose.
Yeah, because it was actually Euan.
Well, it does make me think of that one character from Doctor Who, where you have like this a cat in an aviator helmet in that episode where they're all gridlocked.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Oh God, the gridlock episode like that. Let's just say when I got back into marathon and Doctor Who and going through modern series, when I saw that particular episode, I was still recovering from dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, and the themes they were going for at the time was let's just say it kind of caused me to burst into tears from having memories of the COVID-19 pandemic. So not a good time for me to watch that episode during that time.
I suppose one joke I'm going to make, like when the cat's head like really expanded, getting really angry. I can imagine him sound like, "Who you calling a SWAT cat?"
No, it's got an anime head,
At first, I thought you were going to say his head was going to explode.
But yeah, so during that scene, can we just talk about the fact that Sonic is apparently colorblind in this episode?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, because he keeps referring to Tails as an orange fox, yet he's fucking brown.
I kind of wonder if this was before they actually had Tails' colors correct for the show at the time, because they could have based it off from the early sort of the official Sega artwork.
Yeah, the writer probably
So
didn't
it's a
know what the
possibility
final
they
graphics
could have-
would look like.
Yeah, either the writers were drunk or this was an episode that was very early in development before they actually got proper reference material for Tails.
Probably, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of like how in official artwork for Robotnik, his moustache is supposed to be brown, but in animated cartoons and comics and such, they made him more ginger.
Yeah, it's more orange.
That was kind of confuses me in my animations as well. That's why I keep switching back and forth. Boring doesn't have to do anymore.
So Tails is supposed to be orange, but he's brown, and Robotnik's mustache is supposed to be brown, but it's orange.
Maybe Robotnik's just been eating too many Cheetos.
Carrots.
Getting all those Cheeto dust in his mustache. Yeah.
His moustache is one big Cheeto.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, and talking about Coconut's boots.
Oh yeah, Salah's sudden realization.
Yeah, I suddenly realized that Coconuts is wearing those dumbass boots that one fashion company made.
Yeah, honestly, I never made that connection. I always thought more of Amy's boots for some reason.
Yeah, but without the stripes. But
without the stripes. Yeah.
I guess they, as Sylvia pointed out, because Coconuts came first, then the companies just made Coconuts boots.
Yeah.
But if anything, I think they were inspired by Astro Boy.
Yeah, they look very similar. Yeah.
I suppose another bit I liked is when Robot decides to blame coconuts for what's going on, and goes, I wasn't even there, and Robotnik says, I could blame whoever I like. It says, spoken like a true politician there.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Poor Coconut.
Or,
This is only appearance in the whole episode. Even.
Yeah.
Or if you want a PG rating, so if you want a more PC rating, Robotnik represents, people on the internet.
Exactly.
And blame whoever I want.
I blame my cat.
Yeah. And Suller's now
And
pointing
we
at
blame
Robotnik.
Sleeth Dingo.
Yeah, Satan Dingo. But of course, we can never blame Big Mouth Fred. He's a good boy.
Never.
Yeah.
For this world.
But who would win in a fight, Big Mouth Fred or Red Pine?
Yeah, I think Big Mouth Fred would win because Red Pine would just die instantly.
Yeah.
He's
He'll just fall over.
Yeah, he'd fall over.
fly into a black hole on accident, completely unprompted.
No, he'd be like, "Oh my God, what is that thing?" and then died of a heart attack.
Yeah. I mean, Big Mouth Fred would probably do a big sort of ha-ha sort of like laugh towards Red Pine, and Red Pine will literally just collapse under his laugh.
Laughter, my only weakness.
Red Pine would just disappear like in that poop.
Yeah. Just disappear. Oh yeah, as long as you flush the toilet, sure.
Oh god.
It's the way he said it.
Oh no.
Oh no, we broke Sala.
What?
How did it make it worse?
You just made it worse.
I mean, I thought I was bad, but no, Roger has to make it worse.
We broke Melting Man so bad it sounds like Sala to me.
So basically, apparently, we now know that Roger can't tell if it's either Melting Man or Sala laughing.
Nope.
Say it off. Was it Red Pine falling down the toilet?
No, I was making a joke where like, just like the poop, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, as long as you flush the toilet. Ho ho.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the way you said it. Yeah, it's the way you said it that made me trigger it.
Well, that was our insane laugh moment of the stream today.
Yeah, which feels like it's been ages since that's happened.
Yeah. Long overdue.
We missed Elise. He usually triggers them.
Yeah, I guess despite this month being really rough on me, I guess it's nice to end the month with me completely losing it.
Yeah. Giving up all sanity and just delve into the realm of insanity.
Yeah, we're all mad here.
You have to be crazy not to be mad.
I've noticed when Tails got his foot stuck on the train, you look at the train, there's no one driving it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, you don't see a driver.
It's a ghost train.
Oh, yeah.
That seems like a
wow.
That seems like a much bigger problem that should be addressed.
It would be funny while Tails and Sonic are talking, you see the train crashing into something in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite literally a runaway train, but yet Sonic's main concern is rescuing Tails.
But then the train does have like a sentient horn, since it does toot a couple times when it sees Tails. Like, dirt, dirt.
Yeah, so I guess the train itself is sentient, yeah.
I mean, you have
it must be a
sausage
Sodor
people,
train
why can't
then.
You have train people.
Well, I mean, hey, we got Thomas the Tank Engine, so why not do it here in Sonic?
There you go. Thomas
But
the
that
Train Engine wants to kill Tails. You gotta die,
Yeah,
motherfucker boy.
Yeah, put a new train character in as a playable character in Sonic. Chuffy the Chain or
Oh,
something.
you would kind of have
We
one in
already-
Murder Sonic the Hedgehog, I guess.
Yeah,
a sentient
I was
train.
about to say, we already have a sentient train in Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
But Adventures of
Hey,
Sonic
he
the Hedgehog
just-
was there first. It predicted it.
He just
Yeah.
wanted to be best friends with the conductor forever.
Yeah. He didn't care about causing confusion and delay. He just wanted to be forever with the conductor.
What a heartwarming story.
Conductor, my darling.
So, are you ready for Sonic X to say goodbye?
Yep.
No, I'm not ready.
I know Euan is.
Humans
Well,
completely...
come on, let's be honest though. I mean, we're all basically are reacting appropriately to how we feel about the last time we say goodbye to Sonic X.
Yeah,
And yet
of
Sonic's
them
the
are
only one
goodbye.
who seems cheerful about it.
Yeah, get rid of it. Actually, I should have made Melty more happy because he can't wait to get to the next comic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Archie,
because of what's
Archie.
going on.
But hey, he gets to talk about Archie today, so Mike Winky.
Yes, because he basically almost immediately claimed like
Yeah,
full
'cause-
rights to do the synopsis to this.
Because yeah, like last stream, I already called dibs on it, like before we ended it.
Yes.
Because it's connected to Archie, so it has to be talked about. By
Yes.
Melty.
Yeah, because of course, yeah.
Because he's got to
Yeah.
fill in the blanks for us.
But yeah, the great Sonic X finale, and it's well, Melty, you tell us about it, what it is.
Okay, hold on a second. I just gotta fish out the comic here.
Yeah, get
Typical
rid of
of
those
you.
fish first.
I don't know why I'm looking up scans. I have the comic on myself, so oh well, too late now. Okay, so here we go. Sonic X issue 40. So yeah, we start off with the most wholesome of moments with Cream having a tea party with Mom and a stuffed bear and cheese, as well as Sonic, who Vanilla compliments that Sonic's being a good sport and partaking in the tea party. And then all of a sudden, Shadow and Metal Sonic show up. And then Metal runs away, and then Sonic are like, "Hey, Shadow, could you get off the table?" Like, "Oh, sorry." So to educate everyone, this is not Shadow from the Sonic X universe, but it's from the Archie Sonic version. So quick Cliff Notes version. During this time, Shadow's on a hunt for the Chaos Emeralds, and Metal Sonic's been equipped with a new engine that lets him travel to different dimensions to try and keep up with Sonic. Both of them end up in the Anti-Mobius, where they have to deal with the Anti-Sonic Scourge, who has now become Super Scourge. So a lot of chaos is going on, and then Shadow tries to teleport Metal Sonic out of there, and yeah, they somehow end up in the Sonic X universe. So while Metal's away, Sonic's trying to get Shadow all kind of like, "Oh yeah, in this universe, you're actually dead," and Shadow's pretty traumatized by that. So Sonic gives him a quick tour of the world, like, shows off the chaotics, like, "Oh yeah, they're rebuilding the house because Vector turned into a giant the last issue," and apparently he's still rocking those golden headphones. So yeah, so there's that. Then he shows him around the school where like people are shocked and surprised. And of course, Chris is like so happy to see Shadow again, and he gives him a big hug, which of course Shadow is not a big fan of. Which of course we can all imagine this would be the same reaction that Euan would have if he was in that situation.
Uh-oh,
No,
now
I'm
we have
happy
to draw
it
you
would be a lot more violence.
Yeah, Euan will just like grab out like an ice pick and stab him in the back. Yeah.
Check out what Cocoon looks like on the next page is closer to Ewan's reaction.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
so meanwhile we cut back to Metal Sonic, who is, now that he's in a different zone, it's like, "Oh, I must report to Robotnik," or any version of Robotnik. So he shows up at the one with Robotnik. So Bokun answers the door and he's all freaked out, and then Deku and Boko, best boys, show up. It's like, "Oh, what's all that racket?" See Metal Sonic's like, "Oh shit, run away!" And then Robotnik comes out and is like, "Oh, what's all the ruckus?" And then Metal Sonic, announced himself, like, "Oh, President Dr. Robotnik resident. This unit originates from the Prime Zone. Please provide mission objectives." So Robotnik is quite surprised that he's never seen a Metal Sonic, because, the Sonic X version never created one. So it's like, oh well, at least I have a new toy to play with to attack Sonic. Mwahaha! So, so back with Shadow, he's showing them around, showing Sam, getting in the whole, "Oh, aren't you dead, Shadow?" shtick. And then we cut back to the Sonic Sonic X group. Yeah, the anti-group that are against Sonic and his friends, as they're planning their next move to deal with that pesky hedgehog. But then when they suddenly see Shadow, they're like, "Oh shit, 2 hedgehogs? Well, fuck that." And then that's it. So yeah, cut back to Robotnik is showing Metal Sonic around his base, which we also get some nice callbacks to past stories. And so yeah, he's gonna have a fun time, taking down Sonic with Metal Sonic. And Shadow compliments that this is a peaceful world, Sonic. It's like, "Yeah, you welcome to stick around, Shadow. It's like, thanks, but I have to return to my own dimension, make sure that's safe and protected. So obviously this was, pre-meta era Shadow, aka best Shadow, which of course Archie Shadow is one of the best. But anyway, Robotnik shows up with his new toy, and then Melisandre's like, "Oh, Shadow, I'm gonna kill you." And Shadow's like, "Oh, it's you. Now we can finally go home." So with another Chaos Control, they're teleported out of there, and then the fight just kind of ends there. It's like Robotnik's like, "Oh, Shadow, right, I gotta go now." So he quickly runs back to his base, where he freaks out. It's like, "No, that can't be!" It's like, then he checks up in a pod where the Sonic X version of Shadow is in there. And he's like, "Wait, if you're here, then what did I just see out there?" And then as a final parting shot, we get final cameos of the rest of Sonic gangs. Like, "Oh yeah, Shadow's nowhere to be found." Oh, and then poor Rouge is pretty sad about it, and Topaz is comforting him. And it's like, "Well, he may be gone, but I'm sure we'll see him again soon." And then, of course, we get our final group shot of all the main hero, at least most of the main heroes, where they go like, "Oh yes, to another adventure, at least for another season." And as for Shadow and Metal Sonic, well, they end up in the Soul Dimension in Blaze's world, but that's a story for another time.
Oh, and that's where the famous sequence comes with Shadow Marine. All right.
Yep.
Yep.
But right,
Yep.
yeah, that is the final adventures of Sonic X, despite their tonight's adventure statements. So they knew this was the final issue?
Yeah, I think that was the case. They figured, we'll make issue 40 the last one, and that's it.
But it's still weird they never revealed who the final bad guy was. Because even if they treat it as a joke, that's still in character for Sonic X. Because with the whole Sonic Battle episodes, they also treated all the battles as a joke anyway. So it would have made sense. The big main villain to reveal himself and immediately turn into an anticlimactic thing.
Yeah, Flynn would later reveal that it was Westwood, who was the shadowy organization, forming the Sonic X group. But I'm like, even then, it's kind of obvious that it is him, because, similar design, and they already established Westwood, who he is and whatnot.
Yeah. And when it was recently revealed that, it was never revealed that Westwood was the leader, I did sound surprised. I could have sworn he was just, in this issue. But no, I was mixing him up with the warden from Prison Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, those colors kind of look generic, I guess.
Yeah, it's a gun officer with sunglasses. I could have sworn that was him.
I do feel that it feels a little bit rushed, like they had to quickly axe the series.
It feels
Yeah, it does kind of feel rushed. And of course, I've pointed out a couple times in my own videos, it's sure, it's kind of neat that this Sonic X crossover is canon, but if you look at it from, marathoning the Archie Sonic comics, then, yeah, this story is nothing but filler. There's nothing important happens when it comes to Shadow and Metal Sonic.
Indeed, yeah. But it's kind of weird to have Shadow be so chill about everything, because I'm not so used to him being this dark, edgy, angry man.
This was back in the day when Shadow used to be written good before he was bastardized in the meta era.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to see proper Archie Shadow interacting with the X universe, because he's caught off guard by everything that's going on, but he's not reacting angrily to anything. Chris just hugs him and he's more confused. He's but he doesn't say anything because he doesn't want to hurt this kid's feeling.
Yeah, especially after the hug. Especially
speaking
after
of hurt feelings, though, my feelings when Rouge got so disappointed that she didn't even get to see Shadow. The poor girl.
Aww.
That is sad. Yeah. Not fair.
She looks so
and
devastated.
my feelings got hurt when they got Helen's hair wrong again. Poor Helen.
Oh yeah, she's back to being a brunette again. Yeah, and Francis is still wearing those damn green overalls.
She can put on different clothes, and I guess Helen can dye her hair for some reason. I guess.
Yeah, but of course the most important question is, Ella. Somewhat, yeah. Well, hey, at least it's not complete whitewash.
So I'll give it points, I guess.
Yeah.
It's been worse.
So, Yeah, at least that's one plus side. At least she doesn't. They don't end it with complete whitewash, though that still doesn't explain the lack of colors on Vanilla's outfit.
Or why Ella doesn't have lipstick on. Oh well. Ain't easy coloring. I know all about it. I screwed up coloring myself.
I absolutely love Vector asking like, "Oh, isn't Shadow supposed to be dead?" And Sonic's like, "No, he's all right now." And Vector's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's like, oh, Shadow, I thought you were dead. I got better. Oh, okay.
It's
I thought
funny
you were dead. Nope.
Yeah, it's just funny how out of context that is when people just see that one panel. And it's like, hey, aren't you supposed to be dead? Yeah, long story, he's fine. Cool.
Cool. There's no further questions.
Yeah.
The best part is that's really what's like 80% of the story of this comic. Just Sonic showing him around. Hey, look, check what I found. Shadow, is he dead? No. Oh, okay. Move on to the next character. Look what I found. It's Shadow. Isn't he dead? No, he's still alive. Cool. That's the whole comic. Nothing else happens.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with this comic. It's like, oh, it's the end of the series. Okay, we're gonna quickly plow through all the curtain calls now.
I guess so.
I looking back on it, I do wish this was a little more substantial. It was like fine, like as the part of the story, like between it, like the Hedgehog Havoc into Sonic Universe issue 1. It was a nice little like distraction, but like as a standalone issue of Sonic X, this was nothing. Nothing happens.
Yeah, that's kind of the sad thing. It's like for a Sonic X finale, it's like sure we get to see the characters one last time, and we get some callbacks to previous stories, like cameos of El Gran Gordo and X Robot and the giant leprechaun thing. But yeah, in terms of Archie Sonic, 100% filler. Skip it.
I suppose one way to look at it is like if you're looking at this as a issue of Sonic X, then it is just Sonic going around showing Shadow to everyone. But if you're following the Shadow story from like Hedgehog Havoc into Sonic X or Universe, it's more of Sonic showing everyone else to Shadow.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Shadow, meet Chris Thorndike. Be honored.
Yeah, be honored in the presence of the ultimate life form. Yeah.
The ultimate life form being Chris, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, that is what he just said.
Yeah.
To be fair, I guess it's technically not the Sonic X finale because the actual finale was from the anime, of course. All these comics are always meant to be like in between stories. But chronologically for us, this is the last story we got. Yeah.
Yeah, because majority of the comics are supposed to take place like during season 2 or so, even though it does create some plot holes here and there.
But also fixes a lot of plot holes, to be fair. So,
that's true.
So you lose some. Yeah, I generally liked it. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't get to finish off their story. And if they knew this was the last one, they technically could have, because even if they ended with an anticlimactic thing, that would still be in character for Sonic X, who kind of loves that kind of jokes anyway.
Well, I guess in some ways they already predicted the crossover would happen, because I posted the panel in the live chat that it's from a page from issue 195 when Robotnik talks about installing the new engine, and he refers to it as an engine part SXSU-401. So, Sonic X issue 40 and Sonic Universe number 1. Woohoo!
Okay, right.
No, it's not random. That's foreshadowing.
Random foreshadowing.
Especially if we're paying attention.
Yeah.
I have always liked the concept of Sonic characters from one Sonic continuity meeting Sonic characters from another Sonic continuity, which was later done in Worlds Unite with Styx ending up in like meeting like the Archie Sonic characters, but she doesn't really properly interact with them until the off-panel sections.
Oh yeah. Well, then again, though, not much in the Sonic stuff. I know there's a bonus story that has her interacting with Roll for like some weird. It's a weird story where it's like, oh, she believes he's some kind of like agent and whatnot, and hijacks some lab in Dr. Light and puts Roll through like various tests or something.
And of course, there was also a crossover with the Sonic Underground universe as well.
Oh yeah, the Archie and Sonic Underground crossover, which we already talked about. Yeah.
This is one parody idea I had a long time ago, but never did because probably too mean-spirited. But it was also about like 4 Sonics from different universes getting together, like Boom Sonic getting into the Sonic Adventure games, but then just sleeping through all the action scenes, or like Pontef Sonic getting to Classic Sonic and then winning by just annoying everyone to death with his jokes or something like that.
I think you're going to say he wins by doing absolutely nothing.
Probably, yeah. Well, on the other hand, like Classic Sonic is way too intense for the Boom universe, and just has to fight against just the Boom villagers who do nothing, just annoy him. So that was like a joke idea I once played with, but I never did anything with that. Yeah. Was worried it's going to be a little too mean-spirited, probably.
Yeah, as if you haven't already been mean-spirited to Archie Sonic before.
Poor Archie.
Yeah, I agree with Luke. It's nice seeing the different versions of Sonic characters interacting. It's something I think we all wish happened more often, and what most people were hoping would happen in Prime.
Yeah, and would also happen in, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Yeah.
Well, it's still possible that would happen, I guess. We don't know what kind of DLCs we got.
Yeah, honestly, it's a real tragedy that it's only Archie that really goes all in with the idea of different Sonic properties interacting with each other. Because we had Sonic Underground and we had Sonic X and a little bit of Sonic Boom-ish. But yeah, after Archie was dead, Sega was like, all right, no more.
Yeah.
Archie Sonic was the only place we were allowed to have fun, nerdy fun.
Yeah, Archie Sonic was the only official Sonic media that really took full advantage of its creative freedom and not being bogged down by fucking mandates from Sega and shit.
Did we have an audio glitch?
No, she's referring to Melting Man.
Oh, I think that was my ear rape moment with the cross world bit.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. All right,
I was also wondering about a potential audio issue. Melty was the audio issue.
Yeah. I'm melting the audio files. Mwahaha. Yeah, sorry, I try to not do that many times. It's just it's my cynical side that triggers those ear rape moments to take pot shots at Sega. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. No humans in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, it seems. Well, not unless you could count the characters from Persona and Yakuza, I guess. But no Sonic humans. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and Robotnik
there's Joker and Ichiban.
Robotnik.
Yeah, Robotnik, but that guy always gets a free pass for some reason.
Yeah.
Always found it fascinating, yeah. Just like Amy never qualifies as a hedgehog for some reason, and Robotnik never qualifies as a human. This weird little meta fought jumps. They don't make any sense if you think about it.
I was trying to point out, no, Archie Sonic Delta had to deal with mandates. It's like, sure, but like in a more lesser sense. Like, as opposed to IDW Sonic, where Sega is just there breathing down their necks to make sure, like, all right, this needs to be approved, blah, blah, blah. But not Archie. Sega was, at least back then in the 2000s, so they were a little more lenient. Sure, they rejected ideas like it took them ages to get Cream the Rabbit into the main Archie Sonic series. But yeah, there's definitely a night and day when comparing like how loose Sega was in the Archie Sonic days compared to how intensely strict they are with IDW Sonic.
You could go more
because
nerdy,
canon, quote unquote.
Yep, and the brand. Oh yeah, Piotr says that we've got generations of forces, although it doesn't really count as characters interacting when it's classic Sonic who's just an empty potato, not really reacting to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the classic versions.
Yeah. I guess the classic Tills and modern Tills and classic Eggman and modern Eggman interacted a little bit. But yeah, Sonic is just, classic Sonic is nothing.
But yeah, with the Robotniks interacting with each other, obviously, the remaster definitely did a better job with their dialogue. Instead of the usual Pontef shit, it's like, oh, it's my job or something, blah blah blah, meta, blah blah blah. But yeah, and like in the remastered version, they actually, actually compliment each other. Like even after Robotnik has his big laughter moments, shall we begin, dear Robotnik of the future? By all means, my past self. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Robotnik would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Right, I think we're about done, and my brain is starting to shut off from tiredness. So I guess it's our final goodbye to Sonic X now.
Yeah, it's time to reveal our final thoughts on the Sonic X comics in general. Yeah, now that we've marathoned all 40 issues, despite the fact that we did a few out of order.
I guess so. Oh well. So let me get Melting Man's beautiful piece of art he created for this moment.
Yeah, which he totally almost didn't forget to include.
I didn't forget it at all.
Yeah, totally. I totally didn't forget to do this at all.
It did feel like you've been doing this comic for years, but I think it's because you've been looking at certain like holiday themed episodes in certain periods.
Yeah, that's true. We did like random holiday theme ones just for like the holidays at the time that were going on in the streams, and then finally we decided, okay, now we're gonna plow through the rest of the series. So yeah, so in some ways they've been with us the whole time.
Yeah,
I guess so.
But yeah, So yeah, final thoughts. I guess I gotta go first. So yeah, so surprisingly, when the comics were pretty active, like during its prime, I only read a few handful of them. Like it was the whole crossover. Like one was the Chow story, and the other was the whole trapped in the Green Hill Zone and other Sonic 1 levels. But yeah, with this stream, yeah, it's definitely my first time reading through a majority of these comics. So yeah. Honestly, I kind of regret not getting these back then, because I guess that was, like, Sonic X and 4Kids English dub sucks, and wasn't aware of the time of the more superior Japanese version. But yeah, there are definitely some fun stories in the Sonic X comics, and of course we can't forget about the classic El Gran Gordo, where despite his Sonic X origins, he would sort of live on in the off panels for Archie Sonic, where he would kind of become a running gag. But yeah, it definitely has some interesting ideas and definitely some interesting concepts. Like I already talked about the whole switcheroo thing, how that was much better than how Sonic Boom handled it. So yeah, I kind of regret not getting these during its prime because yeah, sadly the Sonic X comics are only available in their original prints. They were never given the graphic novel reprint treatments, mostly because Sega wouldn't allow it. Probably because of some legal mumbo-jumbo issue, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Sonic X comics. Good stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoyed them too. They're pretty fun. It's typical like nerdy stuff with American comics love where they kind of really fill in the holes, and now you really appreciate it in this case because there were a lot of like little gaps in the anime that they could really fill well, and there were a ton of fun episodes. I especially loved the Chow one with Takal and all that. It was a great creative use of the characters.
Oh yeah, Chow one was definitely the best.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame it ends without really much of an ending, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. It's a good usage of just having fun with the premise and just having little episodes. I kind of miss that little episodic adventures like this. That's the thing that bothered me the most about Sonic Prime. It didn't really have episodes. It just kept going with one main story. It's like a little mini adventures more. But yeah,
that's kind of the main issue with more modern TV shows nowadays, it feels like.
It's more like a movie that just keeps going and going and going. But yeah, that's another rant. Sorry, Sonic X. Yeah, they made great use of the characters. It was wonderful to explore the world a little bit more, and yeah.
Yeah, and Chris was actually tolerable, at least in my end. I don't know what Euan thinks.
He didn't have much screen time, so yeah. But yeah, I guess it's Euan's turn. So Euan, you've been challenged. What do you think of Chris Thornbike the comic?
Challenged to see whether or not Chris was tolerable in the comic. I suppose he is a little more tolerable here as opposed to in the cartoon, mainly just because of the fact that at least when I'm reading it, I at least have the option to decide how he sounds. So if it's something like a sort of more like a moment where he's kind of like serious sort of thing, and it's like I'll just go for just a generic sort of sounding voice that isn't sounding childish. But whenever he gets whiny or upset, I just have him sound like this. Yeah, like a kid that's going for puberty. But yeah, I did enjoy the comics overall, and there was some nice little bits here and there, including how one, of course, Eggman getting a chance to basically be a good guy for a brief while as El Gran Gordo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
guess
of
Sonic
course-
X Eggman
and,
was
yeah.
never really that evil.
No, he just wanted some
That's-
like moments of where he just wanted to do something different
Yeah.
and take
although
time
there-
out.
Of course, then again, the issue with X version of Robotnik is that there always seems to be this contradicting deal of like, oh yeah, I want to, take over the world and whatnot, and yet I don't want to kill people, and yet I still make missiles and bombs that can, actually kill people.
Yeah, but then again, you don't correct the Doctor. Otherwise, he will correct you in his own way.
It is clear
Yeah, I
they never
guess
really
so.
knew what to do with Robotnik. Yeah, a little awkward. Oh well. So, Sala, are you just as happy about the end of the comic as your cartoon counterpart?
Only in so that I'm excited to move on to something else, because these Sonic X comics, they were fun, but they felt like side stories to actual thing. Every issue was just like, oh, this happens, I guess, and no real lasting stakes happens in anything.
So you're the opposite of me in this case, and yeah, I kind of like this had little episodes.
Yeah, see, I was into big ongoing story arcs, and Roger prefers more smaller adventures, I guess.
It's not that I dislike this. There were a few 2-parters or whatever, but overall it didn't really feel like you're missing anything if you missed an issue, which I get there's appeal to that, but it also feels like you don't really have anything to look forward to when you're reading a new issue. It's just like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen with that. It's just like, no, that already got resolved.
Yeah, I guess with Sonic X comics, they were doomed to be stuck in between the anime, so they couldn't really do anything big because the anime already did that.
True.
But yeah,
So
that you get IDW
yeah,
that doesn't have
if you're
that problem.
if you're like Roger, it's a perfect format. If you like these self-contained stories, I'm, they're fun. I don't dislike them. I just prefer things that have more weight to them.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah.
true. That's why Archie
You know,
is probably the best. Because
Yeah.
A lot more stakes, but not the
Yeah,
meaty
a lot
kind,
more
but,
stakes, a lot more
actual
world
consequences.
building. Yeah. Although now that I think about it, and then that you brought up the whole deal with the X comics, being stuck in the show, I feel like that's kind of what IDW Sonic has that similar issue as well, having to being stuck in the games, and probably explains why it's taken them forever to get Sage in there. Of course, the only difference is that the Sonic X comics are actually fun, while IDW Sonic is now a bore fest. It used to be cool, but now it's just boring to me. But that's just me.
well, we have to get back
And
to
only-
that comic series one day. So, in fact, that might be
Yeah.
the next one. Haven't decided yet. What
Yeah,
the
we
next-
should at least cover the Metal Virus arc. We kind of
I-
stopped right before that.
Yeah, we already covered the Metal Virus arc and a few spin-offs and one-shots, but yeah, there's definitely a lot to catch up on now that they're slowly reaching the issue 100. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I suppose it depends if chat wants us to do it or not. So maybe we should just
Yeah.
ask them, chat, which Sonic comics you want us to do next? Should we continue with Fleetway
Yeah,
Sonic, the IDW Sonic? Or,
French Sonic comic.
Well,
Yeah,
that's-
there's 4 options. We can either go back to
Yeah.
doing finishing up Fleetway Sonic, go back to IDW Sonic for a while, properly start Archie Sonic, or the 4th option where we do something more miscellaneous, something more smaller, like the French comics or the Sonic Golden book, since there was only a few of them. But yeah, who knows?
But yeah, still
Yeah.
planning to go through. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Luke, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed reading these comics, and I found them better than the anime. I think it's because it's more or less based on the Japanese version of Sonic X, so it doesn't have that 4 kids kind of writing to it. So it's kind of like what if Archie wrote for Sonic X in a way, and it also has some great ideas. Like it has the, like El Gran Gordo, and I enjoyed the episode with Eggman's random cosplay phase he has. Yeah, Chris he can be annoying at times, but he can be all right. And I really liked the scary episodes, scary issues as well. But and also I like how they tried to make some sort of like a crush between Eggman and Ella. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
giving
that's
it.
it.
The
No more.
salute. The military salute.
Yeah, no more Sonic X material. No more Ella or
07 in the
Tanaka. Yeah, F in the chat for the death of no more Sonic X stuff. But of
Nah,
course, to
I'm
Ewan's
gonna
delight,
be
no
07.
more Chris Thorndike.
No more Westwood, aka Albert Wesker.
Yeah, no more Wesker, no more El Gran Gordo, sadly.
No more Helen. Even though she barely did anything in the comic.
Yeah, that is kind of the sad thing. She didn't really do much. Poor Helen. She's still best girl.
Indeed. No, Ian Flynn doesn't agree, apparently. How dare he?
Ian Flynn doesn't like Helen? I don't remember him
I
saying
know,
that.
I mean, as in he never wrote her into any of these episodes.
Oh, never wrote, yeah.
I don't know what his personal opinion about her is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember if he's ever talked about it on the Bumblecast, or at least before he got banned from talking about Sonic stuff. But who knows?
I got so much juicy stuff from him. What a shame.
But yeah, someone obviously did mention in the chat about hopefully one day we'll go for the the Sonic Eggs sort of parody comic that is supposed to be something of a continuation of the Sonic X comics, but it's just done as pure comedy at this point.
Oh, yeah, that whole fanfic thing, yeah. Oh, yeah, the one comic where people think that Pissed Off Vanilla is canon to Archie Sonic, but no, that's not the case. People only make that comparison because they commissioned Tracy Yardley to do the artwork, who also worked on Archie Sonic.
Yeah.
So,
Shadow dancing with Cream, and he ends up wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did put some pictures up in the live chat,
So,
just as reference, including my favorite page.
But yeah, I already brought that up when I covered Cream, Vanilla, and Jameril on Archie Sonic character files. Like, no, that's not canon. That's just fanfic. Stop doing that.
But fanfics is fun.
Yeah, fanfics is fun, but not when you're constantly being brainwashed by the game grumps and saying, "Oh, that's canon. Source, my source is that I made it the fuck up."
Yeah.
Indeed.
What the actual heck is going on in the second page?
Yes. A sissified Shadow.
And
yeah.
Oh, it's always looking at the Sonic Eggs comics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rouge. Sorry, I just finished. Rouge, girl, calm down.
Already speak. Oh, he only posted 2 pages. I know there's a lot more to it, but yeah.
There's definitely more to it. It's just a sample of the ones that Tracy Yardley drew.
Yeah.
But yeah, including my favorite page.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, Tails, you're like the grandson I always wanted. He's right next to us, you know. I know.
Chris looks dead.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, good. In the words of Zelda, yeah.
So I'm noticing on this second page that Knuckles has tan eyelids, but Sonic doesn't.
Oh yeah, that is a weird detail. Yeah.
Yeah,
then again, I think it's kind of weird that Sonic's like, sure, he has blue eyelids, but they're like lighter blue when compared to the rest of his fur.
Yeah, somewhat inconsistency going on here. I'm not sure why with the artist overall.
Yeah. Come on, Tracy Yardley, you're better than that.
Well,
no,
I mean, like,
then again, yeah, he did the artwork. I don't know who did the coloring. Yeah.
Yeah, not sure who did the colors.
Oh my god, You calling Tracy Yardley he reminded me how weird it is that like we have these two famous Sonic comic artists, Tracy Yardley and Evan Stanley, and Tracy is a guy and Evan is a girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels so wrong.
What a coinky we got two like Sonic artists who basically have names that seem more appropriate to the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why they're so LGBTQ friendly, I guess. Already,
Yeah.
in their names.
Yeah. And of course, Lucas saluting poor Knuckles for realizing what he's just done.
Yeah.
Poor Knuckles, I salute you.
Poor Knuckles. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Rouge just really into the yaoi.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like made in the 2000s, because like, yeah, 2000s when the internet was polluted by Sonic Yaoi. And
Oh, it still is, if you know where to look.
You say that as if it isn't now.
well, the 2000s was the starting point of the Sonic Yaoi.
Fair enough. Well, my brain is already fried, so we should be rounding off.
So tune in next time for our big fourth milestone, episode 100, where we continue, where
take
hopefully
your bets on who's gonna have bad mic quality.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we'll figure out what to do next. Where in terms of Sonic literature, which I imagine we're still gonna marathon Adventures of Sonic, or maybe we'll do something special. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what we're gonna do with the 100th episode either. Maybe we're gonna switch things up a little bit. I have an idea, but we'll discuss that later, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's your stream, Roger. So you have the final say on everything.
I'm the dictator of the stream.
We just do some Gardic phone or something.
A what, Gardic?
Gardic phone.
Oh yeah, that drawing game.
Oh, the drawing app thing.
Yeah,
I was about to say what? Garden phone? What?
It's fine. We all keep getting that name mixed up because one point I thought it was called Garlic Phone.
Well, instead of watching Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, go watch my cartoons, and you'll be talking about it, and I'll be cringing in the corner. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, Sonic and the Search for Pirate's Gold, or whatever that one is called.
Pirates of No Beard, Captain No Beard,
Yeah, that one.
Gotta rework it though.
Oh, and then the recording will just mysteriously get corrupted, just like with the Sonic Movie Madness reaction we did.
Yeah, that's a real shame because there was a lot of good stuff in that commentary track, but we couldn't hear it because the cartoon was playing too loud.
Yeah, this is why.
I got zoned back just for that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was suggesting that I basically put all the videos together and then we watch the video separately in our own ways.
Yeah.
So at least then we wouldn't have all these sort of like technical issues like what happened.
We should have
tested what happened last time.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll wait a few years and maybe we'll return back to it.
Yeah, give it 10 years.
I say maybe.
Just do every 10 years we'll watch Sonic Movie Madness again. And Roger can feel worse and worse every time.
Yeah.
How joyous.
Because the more the years pass, like the more cringy he is towards his older works.
Well, hey, if it makes you feel better, I always still cringe if someone brings up Give Me Chaos Theories.
Ooh.
Speaking of discussing each other's art, we haven't discussed Euan's beautiful thumbnail art today. With Grounders and faces.
Yeah, the thumbnail where he made Tails super adorable. Yeah.
Having Robotnik Jr. act all Dennis the Menace, the UK version, by firing a stink bomb at Chris.
And Chris
how fitting.
Adorable.
Yeah, how fitting is our final goodbye to Chris Thorndike.
Yeah, it does look like a cover you would get on Sonic the Comic.
And of course, Robotnik is cheering his son on while Scratch and Grounder are just stuck having to be, not wanting to cheer on. They're just like, yeah.
Yay.
At least Grounder's putting some efforts. Like Scratch just sitting there, just like, can we go home now? And of course, Eggman with Deco and Boko like cheering on Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
They look more
At least
scary.
Deku and Boko are pretty chill with Metal Sonic fighting.
Yeah.
As long as he stays away from them, I guess.
It is kind of cool to see Robotnik with Scratch and Grounder and Eggman with Deco and Boko in the same picture.
Yeah, I thought I might as well do the same thing for the other side because it was looking a bit plain without anything on the left, so I just drew Eggman in there, and I thought, do you know what, I'll just throw in Deco and Boko because I've only ever drawn them once some other time, so thought I might as well include them here again.
To create some more symmetry.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, kind of coincidence, because I also got to draw Deku and Boko in their little cameos with their ice cream parlor outfits.
Yeah. I like Sonic's big mouth as he's fuming. It looks like he's squatting.
Yeah, Chris's big mouth.
Yeah.
I was talking about Melty's cover.
Oh yeah.
My thumbnail with Sonic's pissed off expression.
Yeah. The way he's just kind of like sitting down, almost like he's trying to go to the toilet in a way.
Yeah, I was trying to emulate one of the panels from the one story with Robotnik going through the different costume changes, because I always hate drawing I always hate drawing hedgehog style characters in the Sonic style. So yeah, with that one, it's like, okay, that'll just be my main reference. Just go for it. Try to do the best you can. Yeah.
A Sonic fan who doesn't like drawing Sonic.
Well, I'm the guy who grew up with a lot of Archie Sonic stuff. You know, the series that had more variety in animal species. Yeah.
I guess so. You only want to draw cute rabbits and cute fishies and cute amoeba Sonic characters.
Yeah, and I drawn cute Cream or cute Adventures of Sonic Tales. Yeah.
But not Sonic.
I need some cuteness as a escape from this miserable world that I live in.
Oof. Indeed we are. And with that happy note, let's end the stream, I suppose. Goodbye, everyone.
Fair enough.
See you next time. But
Yep, goodbye.
100.
Yay!
100!
100!
100! 100!
Toodaloo! To the moon!
Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Alice is not amused.
Alice is with us in spirit, yeah.
Yeah.